into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, there it is. Good morning, Mzansi. So good to see you. Well, almost. I can imagine your face right now. And it's beautiful. It's a very special day today.
Oh, it really
Welcome
is,
to it.
Ray. Welcome to it. Today is the day that lives in the heart of our nation. Of course, it is Mandela Day. I think it's International Mandela Day, in fact. And it's more than just 67 minutes. It's about action, it is about legacy, and most importantly, it's about the power of unity.
And we are loving jumping off at this point. Sia Khaleesi leads a bold new box squad into action, proving once again that sport truly can lead a nation, heal a nation, inspire a nation.
Definitely. Captain
No pressure,
Mike,
gents.
Captain.
Yeah.
Plus, we spotlight Ikambala Bantu's powerful 67 Gogos initiative.
Brilliant.
Now, this is a reminder that real change starts at home and often with the wisdom of our elders.
Oh, very much so. And boy, don't we need to lean on that right now. And we're also going to be cooking up a dish very close to Madiba's heart. His absolute favorite, umsila wenkomo, a rich and comforting, look at that, slow roasted oxtail. Perfect for sharing with those who love. And I think perfect for these chilly winter nights. Scan that QR code on your screen right now if you want to cook along with us.
Please. And then to round it all off on this beautiful Friday, we're joined by celebrated bassist and also producer BandaBanda for a powerful and soulful musical moment in, of course, Madiba's honor. It is all happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So I think, Ray, let's celebrate legacy together, shall we?
Absolutely love the opportunity that is given to us today. So let's start that conversation with you guys, enrich that conversation at home, and we're going to take it to the socials right now. And we'd like to know from you guys. We're obviously celebrating Mandela Day, but what is your favorite Mandela quote? Maybe it's something that he said during a speech. Maybe it's one of his pivotal moments. Maybe it's a letter that he wrote. I love going through stuff that he wrote while he was in prison, for instance. Captures so much powerful emotion. How does it inspire you? That's what we'd love to find out. And how does it inspire you to live his legacy, most importantly? What are you going to do with this inspiration? Let us know today. 063-036-9649. That's the number to use if you want to chat about absolutely anything on the show today. But tell us, which Mandela quote has inspired you the most and why? And hopefully it can inspire us as well. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of action in today's news as we connect with South Africa at large and the world, and then we'll touch on some of those sporting headlines. But Carissa is standing by with the news.
Thanks so much, She-Man. 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines, where the Department of Communications says it won't tolerate platforms that breach the Film and Publications Act. Now, this after the Johannesburg High Court ordered Meta to delete WhatsApp channels as well as Instagram posts containing child pornography. The court also instructed Meta to disclose those responsible. Some channels have since been removed. Deputy Minister Mondili Gungubela says the government wants digital partners to protect children and not violate the law. The Film and Publications Board is pushing for prosecution under cybercrime laws. In other news in the country, a late-night raid at Pollsmoor Prison uncovered cell phones, drugs and sharp objects hidden by over 800 inmates. Now, the operation targeting the remand section and kitchen workers was led by Commissioner Makoti Tabakale with SAPS and Metro Police support. Officers seized 119 phones, data packets, Mandrax tablets and homemade weapons. Now, Tobakale says operations like these are essential to ensuring safe rehabilitative prisons. More raids are planned across the country to clamp down on illicit activity inside facilities. In your international news-making headlines, Germany has pledged 100 million euros to the World Bank Trust to boost African development. At the G20 meeting in Durban, Finance Minister Lars Kleinbeil said Berlin aims to deepen partnerships and promote private sector investment. Now, Germany also plans to create a forum for sharing economic solutions. World Bank President AJ Banga said Africa can meet its own energy needs, but needs investment. He emphasizes that the private sector, which creates 90% of jobs, needs better support. Meanwhile, Cambodia has arrested over 1,000 people in raids on internet scam centers across Phnom Penh, Phuket, as well as Sihanoukville. The crackdown follows a warning from Prime Minister Hun Manet, threatening job losses for police failing to act. Now, most detainees are foreign nationals, with many claiming they were trafficked. Amnesty says abuses in scam centers include torture and forced labor. The UN warns that cybercrime is now expanding globally beyond Southeast Asia into Africa and Europe. And closing up with some K-pop news, where the internet's newest obsession isn't just about music, it's monster slaying with style. K-pop Demon Hunters, an animated film about the girl group Hunter X, who moonlight as supernatural protectors, has stormed Netflix since its 20 June release, racking up over 33 million views in just 2 weeks and hitting the top 10 in 93 countries. But the buzz doesn't end there. Songs by fictional bands Hunter X and Saja Boys have rocketed up global charts, surpassing even the likes of BTS and Blackpink. Now, with dazzling visuals, humor, heartfelt themes, and chart-topping tracks, this fantasy action K-pop mashup has inspired fan art and a global outcry for a sequel. Move over, idols, the Demon Hunters have arrived. Nice way to close off your 6 o'clock news with a smile on all of our faces. For now, though, let's touch base with your first bit of sports with Graham.
Well, we certainly hope that the smiles are going to remain as we move towards a bumper sporting weekend. But let's start with some golf this morning. World number 354, Jakob Skove Olsen of Denmark, stunned the field at the Royal Portrush with a composed 4-under par 67 to grab a share of the early lead of the Open Championship currently playing out. He is tied with England's Lee Westwood, while Nicolai Højgaard, he opened with a 69. Phil Mickelson carded a 70, still in the mix, and world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, he was 1 under through 5. But yeah, great start amid very challenging conditions, as we know the Open will throw. Now, of course, lots of rugby to sink our teeth into. The junior Springboks, they've named an unchanged 23-man squad. That's for tomorrow's Under-20 Championship final up against New Zealand, of course, playing out in Italy. Like Ryle Norton, he continues to lead a very settled and, I think, a consistent side. Hashim Peed, the Magic Man, and Vusi Moyo, they remain key attacking threats, while coach Kevin Foot sticks with a 6-2 split on the bench for the big Southern Hemisphere showdown. Really glad it's up against the junior All Blacks for this one. Now we get on to cycling and a masterclass, a depth of character test yesterday for Tadej Pogačar. He reclaimed the yellow jersey with a commanding solo victory on a very tough stage 12 of the Tour de France, conquering the how-to-come climb over 2 minutes clear of Jonas Vingegaard. So Ben Healy, who of course crashed earlier in that day, fought it hard but ultimately faded and dropped out of contention, out of that top 10. Pogačar now leads by 3 minutes 31 seconds heading into today's final time trial, or today's time trial at least. Now, staying with our national news, South Africa's under-19 men sadly suffered a 130-run defeat at the hands of Bangladesh, and that was in the first Youth One-Day International in Benoni. Captain Mohammed Bulbulia led the way with a gutsy 72 of 79 balls, scoring nearly half of South Africa's total of 155 all out. And JJ Basson, he impressed with the ball, taking 4 for 47, as Bangladesh posted 285 for 6. Quite a total there. We're going to continue to celebrate sport this morning. Why? Because Mandela loved it. We'll get into a little bit later the big one with the Springboks up in action tomorrow once again. But right now, on the foot of the weekend, the weather becomes vitally important. Let's get the latest.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's touch base with your weather, where a yellow level 2 warning has been issued for damaging waves from Alexander Bay all the way through to East London, posing a risk to small boats. Now, cold conditions are expected over the northeastern parts of the Eastern Cape. And the Weather Service has also warned KwaZulu-Natal residents to brace for a cold front and heavy rain tomorrow, which could particularly be disruptive in Zululand district, as well as municipality and surrounding areas. The rain is expected in the province on Sunday, but it will remain bitterly cold. Now let's touch base with that sunrise view of the hour. Now, because it's Friday, because the weekend beckons, Pinky from Montclair out in Durban says, okay, Carissa, I see you and I understand the assignment. Thank you so much for getting started on the highest of notes with the most beautiful, bold and gorgeous sunrise view. Thank you for setting the standard above all else. 20 degrees is what you can expect in your side of town out in Durbs this morning. And you too can let us know 063-0369649 what it looks like on your side of either Mzansi or the rest of the world. As right now we delve into your temperatures for this morning.
So yes, all are gathered around the TV for rugby this weekend. It's a big one. And Adrian, are you very excited, my friend?
Oh, very excited.
Oh, man, we had to drag him in here this morning. No, he has been bouncing off the walls. Adrian Endley is here, so I better make you some coffee, my friend. That's the least we can do. Can you?
I think we need
the special
coffee.
stuff.
Okay, let me get the coffee.
She hides it from me. I'm not allowed to know where the
do.
coffee is. The special coffee. I can have the other
For
stuff.
Adrian,
but
he
not
can get our special coffee. Why not? It's a pleasure.
I know sometimes we require a little bit more than others. Why
I
not?
can smell it already.
You can.
You can carry this around with you for the
I was
whole
gonna
day. You can
say.
just have it there, a little pouch.
I'll do one just for
One
now.
for
I
now.
don't want to jump around on you.
It's all right.
Yeah,
you are
Graham's
allowed.
about 4 up on you on the coffee take.
Say.
Go.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. I think you got to open that one.
Do you really? I was about to say, because I was waiting for a whistle
I was
or
kind
something
of
to
liking
happen.
how it was coming
I
out.
know, it's like a sprout, like you're watering the garden of
Hold
life.
it further back and then try and not miss.
Coffee ceremony.
A lot to chew on, being a big Bok weekend and a special one, a lot of emotions tied into today. Obviously, there we go, my friend, just for
Definitely.
you. And we'll start chewing on that gristle after this. There we
Nice,
go. Bon
lady.
appetit.
Can we cheers our coffee?
Cheers to
Happy
you.
Friday, y'all.
Sports.
Cheers.
Carissa,
Sports, baby.
Only you can make my day.
Jacobs, wunderbar. Who says no to a cappuccino? Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacob's, Wunderbar.
It's my feel good.
Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacob's, Wunderbar.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back. If you've got a strong cuppa, you might just need it this morning. Why? Because the Springboks are preparing to take on an old foe, and they're pretty tough, in the form of Georgia in Nelspruit this weekend. It sounds like a battle to me. There is added meaning, of course, with the match falling in the same week as Mandela Day, an opportunity for the country to rally around something we love so much, a time to reflect, most importantly, on legacy, on unity, and the power of sport, transformative power on and off the field. And to help us unpack the squad changes, and there have been a few there, and preview what promises to be an awesome clash, we are joined by sports presenter at Good Hope FM, Adrian Endley. Adrian, this is an interesting one because it's a big moment for South Africa, and rugby is just that sport for us. Yeah. It's a button that gets pushed within this country, which is a beautiful thing. But obviously, Georgia, we might not fear them, but we know they can hurt us. How are you feeling about the clash tomorrow?
Look, I'm excited. As you mentioned, it's very appropriate that it's sort of the day after this very special day that we're celebrating. I mean, rugby, Nelson Mandela, it just sort of goes hand in hand. But look, Georgia, they are a tough team, but it's not going to be a very tough match, in my opinion. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Before we press that button,
we'll get into this.
Well, an opportunity then to blood in new players, 3 debutants in the front row.
Yeah.
Is that not a little bit risky? Albeit we know Georgia very strong in the set piece. But how are you feeling about that much of a risk in a space like this?
Yeah, look, I don't know if it's a risk necessarily. I mean, obviously, I know as
an opportunity.
As South Africans, we obviously love our scrum, and that front row is very important to us. And we do have three players who are starting for the first time. But if we look at these players, I mean, they're very good players in their own right. I mean, Fenter, he's obviously been playing for Edinburgh in the URC. He's been probably the best player the entire season. He'll be playing at number 1. We've got people like Madiba coming in. Both of them very experienced in the URC setup. And then obviously our very own Stormers player, Nietlin Fouché, coming in there, number 3. Players who have lots of experience at the URC level. These definitely aren't, nobody's coming in.
Yeah,
obviously, first time they're
sure.
playing their first professional test, so there might be some nerves, but these are really good players. And especially looking at their cover off the bench, I'm not too concerned.
And Sia's running them on. Sia is running them on. How important was that move for Sia, for this team on this weekend? Obviously a massive honour that he takes on board. Yeah. He seems to embrace that pressure in these sorts of moments, but this is a beautiful opportunity.
Oh, of course. Again. I think it's just always good having your captain, sort of running out with you, just for morale. I mean, it's been so cool seeing, even though he's been injured, he's been with the team the entire time, been travelling with them, and so I'm sure he himself is just very excited to finally get on the field with him, play with him, for this very special weekend as well. Yeah,
and it, I suppose, brings to bear the power of where the squad is at the moment, that we have got this many bona fide multiple World Cup winners with, never mind the under-20s knocking on the door, and people are asking why the younger or the debutants within the Springbok fold are performing so well. Well, have you seen who's knocking on the door and probably playing in the same space? But it's got to be about the next World Cup, surely. Yeah. And this is about that squad. So this is a great opportunity, again, to start rotation, depth of squad. Rusty's got a lot of nice problems to have.
Yeah.
What problem do Georgia present? I mentioned set piece, obviously very strong for them, but how do you see this one playing out?
Look, Georgia, they're very physical, just like we saw with Italy. And we also saw that if we aren't careful, that can get us by surprise. So especially with their set pieces, when we look at that first game played against Italy, we really struggled in the second half with our set pieces. But I think that's something that Rusty's definitely been drilling in them these last few weeks since that mess up against Italy in the first match. So I'm not too concerned, but if we aren't awake, if we aren't aware, we could get punished with physicality, with set pieces.
And what I love about this is, you talk about the debutants in the front row, they're all going to be wanting to prove themselves. So it's like having a bomb squad within a bomb squad within a bomb squad.
Exactly.
When you look at the balance of the squad at the moment, and obviously so many exciting options in the back line, do you think there is a danger? Because we've got to play within the system that is obviously the best in the world at the moment. I think we've got that baseline. We need the players to be able to express themselves, though, within that space. When you've got so many youngsters, so many people wanting to push or put their hand up, do you think there is a bit of a danger? Maybe that's what we've experienced over the last couple of weeks, because Rassie hasn't been happy with the standard of play, that maybe you lose a bit of control, or is this the right time to do it? There's no pressure, let's go for it.
No, this is definitely the right time to do that. I think we're playing at home. We're playing against a team who, look, they definitely have their strengths, but they're not the greatest in the world. This is the time where you want youngsters to try and express.
Imagine they're watching right now, guys. Come on.
Georgia, we love you.
You're really good.
We love your country. We love your team. But come now. It's at the Mandela. It's against the Springboks. We have these young, hungry players. This is the time they need to step up and say, look here, this is why I should be in contention for that Springbok team come the World Cup.
And everyone's like, but there's no bomb squad. Everyone's the bomb squad.
Yeah.
The whole team is the bomb squad. Now, it's going to be a momentous occasion. We love Nelspruit for the kind of support that they offer in these magical moments. We love the fact that Sia gets to run on such a massive weekend for South Africa, and I think not just for rugby, but all of us. Buddy, thank you so much. Enjoy it. I know it's kind of your job to watch.
Oh, I'm going to...
Okay.
Oh, no, someone has to do it, unfortunately.
I'm so sorry,
I know.
man.
Someone has to.
Well, just think, spare a thought, okay? But he will try and just survive the rugby up against Georgia this weekend. The Springboks take on an old foe with maybe a few little risks here and there, but a great opportunity to introduce some incredible new debutants as well.
Now, one of my favorite quotes from one of the greatest men that have ever lived is that there can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to helping others. And of course, that comes from the lips of Nelson Mandela. And today on Mandela Day, a day where South Africans and people around the world honor the legacy of Tata Madiba through acts of service, generosity, and most importantly, fostering that spirit of Ubuntu, we pause for a very deeply and personal moment.
Absolutely. So. This isn't just another story. It's about one of our own. I'm going to call him a family member here because once you walk through these doors and make that connection, that's what it is. He is a colleague, he is a friend, and he is a man who quietly gives of himself to absolutely everyone he meets. And obviously, we've had the opportunity to really correct. We are speaking about a dear friend of ours, Lorenzo Darries, who carries a huge amount. He's not a UFC champion yet.
Not yet.
But he carries a huge amount of sporting responsibility for me personally, but plays a massive role within this group dynamic.
Definitely.
And is just a lovely human being, man.
We also know him as Lolo, Mr. Lorenzo. Many of you know him as Lorenzo Darries. He's just such a bubble of warmth and a beautiful face that we always welcome right here on Expresso. Talented sports presenter and producer, brings light to our mornings quite literally. I mean, if you come across Lorenzo, you know that behind his back, he's either got a samosa, or he's got a kusista, or a chocolate, or some Papa Bites that he knows that we all enjoy. And he's just made our mornings feel great because he sees us, he appreciates us, and we feel the very same way about him.
Yep, and I suppose the one thing about this show is we kind of have to make our way through life together. And right now, he is facing the biggest challenge of his life, undoubtedly. He is in need of a heart transplant, and he might require, as a first step, a pacemaker as part of his treatment. Deeply emotional and physically demanding journey, and we have covered it so many times on the show with kind of a bit of separation, not in this case. It's one that requires immense courage, it's time away from work, and unfortunately it comes with a massive financial strain when you're playing in this space.
I can imagine. I mean, as freelancers in general, anytime you don't work, you don't get paid. So that impact is huge. And so on this Mandela Day, when we are reminded that we are, because of others, we are calling on that, the spirit of Ubuntu. We can help lift Lorenzo up together. So we're inviting you, our Feel Good fam, our viewers, our community, our family, essentially, to stand by him, to make a donation. And listen, no amount is too small. It can be 5 Rand, it can be 50 Rand. Whatever you are able to give and feel led to give, that's what we are asking of you.
And please share the story through your own network of givers, and we know there are many in South Africa. Lorenzo is the kind of person who has made his entire job about shining a light and lifting up those around him. And he uses sport in the most powerful way to do that. But there's a reason why no one will say no to him when he asks for an interview, because everyone knows why he does what he does, and it's for everyone else around him. So please, let's respond in kind. Keep Lorenzo in your thoughts and your prayers, and act on this, please, because healing is not just physical, it is very much an emotional, and I think for him at this stage, very much in a spiritual space. So we are connected with him on that level in the most powerful way.
Oh, Lolo, we love you, we're here for you, and we definitely are rooting for you at the end of the day.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Mandela Day. Now listen, we're turning 67 minutes into something far bigger. It is about dignity, hope, and of course, lasting change beyond just today. And Ikambala Bantu's 67 Gogos initiative is inviting South Africans to bead bracelets with township grandmothers, or Gogos as we know them, while sharing stories of resilience and raising crucial funds for elders who hold families together against all odds. From supporting senior clubs to providing home care for bedridden elders, every single bracelet beaded today is helping restore dignity to those who've really just cared for generations with their literal hands. And joining us this morning, we've got Barbara Stemmet on the couch, head of programs at Ikambala Bantu, to share more about how you can help change a Gogo's life in just 67 minutes. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning.
Are we doing good today?
Yes, I am.
I like that you got the memo of the black and white, you know?
Oh.
We're looking good on this Mandela Day. But let's get into talking about exactly what you're doing. I mentioned 67 Gogos.
Correct.
What exactly is this and what was the inspiration behind it?
So Ikambala Bantu has been working in the townships within Cape Town for over 60 years.
Sure.
And we have a long-standing partnership with Relate Beading. And we decided to partner with them this year on Mandela Day to celebrate and to create awareness about older people. It's a generation that's usually forgotten. It's once people grow older, people tend to think they lose value. And we actually want to show South Africa, show the world that it doesn't matter, age is but a number. Yeah. So it's to create awareness about the struggles older people experience, and also an opportunity to raise funds to support the services that Ikambala Bantu offers.
That's so stunning. And I love what you're saying, especially when it comes to our matriarchs, you know.
Yes.
They really are the backbone of our society.
100%.
But then when you look at South Africa and you realize that these mothers, these grandmothers, these Gogos are raising children on a pensioner's salary, like 2,300 Rand in South Africa. I mean, what does their daily reality actually look like? How far can that go?
It doesn't go very far. If you look at the high unemployment rate in our country, it then results in older people living in multi-generational homes. So they've got their children and their grandchildren residing with them, everybody looking at the Gogo for her pension money just to survive. And at the end of the day, the Gogo then actually, they can't meet their own needs because they have to feed their grandchildren and their children. Yeah.
And sacrifice comes at play there.
100%.
And the older you get, I mean, we know this. You need medication,
Yes.
you need different assistance and help.
Correct.
But then you've got the grandchildren to take care of.
Yes.
So I just want to say thank you to all of our gogos for prioritizing those around you, especially considering that, Barbara, I saw a recent study revealed shocking levels of abuse when it comes to elders. So we have to talk about this. What are some of those big challenges that our gogos do face?
So there's a range of abuse that they experience: physical, emotional, sexual, and economic abuse.
Wow.
And what the research actually highlighted is that economic abuse was number one. Again, going back to the high unemployment rates. And in addition to that, once the family members abuse substances, it actually elevates the physical abuse that the gogo endures. And this is where BandaBanda steps in with the programs that we offer older people. We've got a club-based model and we've got a frail home-based care model. We've got 17 clubs, which is across the Cape Metro. We offer a range of services to the older people. They are transported in Monday through Friday.
Sure.
We provide breakfast and lunch. We provide access to professional services. We've got a health team. We've got a rehabilitation team. We've got a social worker team that engages with them in club level. And that very team also reaches out to the frail older people within their homes.
Wow, that is incredible work that you guys are doing. Thank you for being here to share that with us. And I hope you're saying the Cape Metro. Is there room for it to expand into other provinces and cities?
Well, it depends on funding.
Right.
So at the moment, we need a substantial amount of funding to actually keep our older persons department functioning so that we can reach the older people within their homes and within the communities.
Well, let's talk about how people can contribute. I mean, it is Nelson Mandela Day, and the Relate bracelets, right, have already raised over 100,000 this year. So how can we get involved today and going forward?
So please go to our website. If you have not thought about how you're going to use your 67 minutes today, and consider giving us a monetary donation. Also for today, we're asking people to drop off non-perishable items at our office in Woodstock. So if you're in Cape Town, please drop off some items. We want to take those food parcels to the frail older persons within their homes. And then also this beading initiative that we started this year, we've had many corporates that were interested, and unfortunately we couldn't accommodate everybody. So we're hoping to make this an annual event. So if you're interested to join us next year, please give us a call. And also, as you're looking through and reading through our website, if you're interested to find out more about what BandaBanda does, give us a call. We can arrange a meeting. We can take you out on a township tour.
Oh, I love that. And when it comes to the food parcels that you're wanting to provide, what sort of things are you looking for there?
We're looking at rice, maize meal, tinned fish, cooking oil, flour, just the basics to put into someone's cupboard. Because especially the frail older seniors, many of them cannot take the medication because they don't have sufficient food. Again, because the family's living off of their pension.
Oh my goodness. So we also have some quotes from the gogos that we'd love to go through right now. If we can just take a moment to go do that right now. This one says, I do beadwork and the small income I make helps me at home to buy bread and also to buy electricity. That is beautiful. Another one saying, for us as people with no income, this is a blessing. We know we won't go hungry. We are so grateful to BandaBanda for all the help and also to all of the support. Shout out to my pinky. And then another one saying, before the surgery, everything was so blurry. I couldn't read or even recognize people, but now I can clearly see again. Barbara, thank you for the work that you guys are doing. It's so wonderful. I think often when it comes to the vulnerable folks in our society, left on the periphery, it is always the older folks. So
100%.
to take care of our elders that raised us is the most important.
Yes.
So one lasting word on how people can get involved today, what would you say to encourage them?
Please go and have a look at our website. Go and see the work that we do. We cannot do the work without financial support. We are a staff of 122 people that passionately do our work.
Wow.
But again, we need funding to keep our programs operational.
Absolutely. Barbara, thank you. That website again, Expresso Fam, it will come out on your screen, but it is ikamba.org.za/Mandela-Day. Please make sure that you get involved in any way that you possibly can. 67 minutes is all we're asking for, but let's make this part of our lifestyle.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Let's look after the gogos that are quite literally looking after this country. Well, we are inspired by the women of South Africa on many levels, but when it comes to BandaBanda, they hit different. Women's Africa Cup of Nations is amazing this year. It's not just lighting up stadiums, it's igniting hope, it's providing pride and that possibility across the continent that it could be better. Ayanda caught up with the incredible Tabisa Mkwanazi to unpack how ABSA's support for women's football goes way beyond that final whistle, empowering communities, opening doors and changing the game for good.
As the excitement of WAFCON kicks off, ABSA is stepping up in more ways than one by celebrating women in football while rewarding loyal customers. Today we are joined by Tabisa Mkwanazi, who is the Managing Executive for Marketing and Communications of ABSA Everyday Banking and Product Solutions. And today she will help us take a deep dive into understanding that it is so much more than just a game. It's about impact, empowerment and real rewards. This is honestly such an exciting time for our continent because the WAFCON is happening and ABSA has collaborated with one of the big headline sponsors. Can you please tell us about the inspiration behind this and how you're empowering women in football?
For us as ABSA, partnership is key. Everything we do, both with our clients, with our partners like Visa, it's all about collaboration. This has given us an opportunity to do that in a meaningful way, particularly in women's football. I think there's such an incredible story unfolding right now in women's football. I think there's just so much happening both locally and on the continent and around the world. And so this gives us an opportunity to really showcase our commitment, our dedication to women's stories and really just partnering with them.
That is absolutely amazing. I think we know that women's stories are often forgotten, so it's such a beautiful way to amplify those messages. Now, one thing about ABSA is that there's always more. What can customers expect from the ABSA Rewards program during WAFCON?
There definitely is always more with ABSA Rewards. There's more joy, there's more cashback, and definitely this time around, they get to expect more of that too. So I'll tell you a little bit about that just now. But I think firstly for us, what's really important is getting our customers to really use tap, swipe, digital wallets, and get their cashbacks in there. I think as they follow this beautiful story that's unfolding with the ladies of Mzansi taking on and defending their championship, we want to really partner with them and say, let's celebrate together, let's add more joy to it. How it works is quite simple. You tap or swipe your card, use your digital wallet. We go from every time the ladies score, if they get a draw, you get up to 50% boost on your cashback. If the ladies get 1 goal in their game, you get up to 2 times your cashback. If they get 2 goals, you get up to 3 times your cashback. If they get 3 or more goals, you get up to 5 times cashback. So there is just like lots of joy. I think already the 2 games that we've seen the ladies play in, there's been quite a lot of joy. Double cashbacks coming, 3 times cashbacks coming. So looking forward to seeing how much more they're going to do.
Intentional as always. And that's what comes to mind with all of ABSA's partnerships. How does this align with your mission of bringing communities together through sports?
So firstly, I think you said earlier, a lot of stories are forgotten. I think there's so many incredible untold stories in both our communities when it comes to women's football and women's sport generally. This allows us to get the nation to really follow the ladies' journey as they defend their championship. So that's the first thing. It allows us to really kind of partner in a meaningful way. The second part, which is why it's so important for us, is we are all about empowering Africa's tomorrow together. And this is an African championship, right? And so we get to really celebrate what happens right across the continent. The third part for us is looking at the next generation of women. It's about looking at those who come. And so one of the things we are doing is for every goal, the national team scores and BandaBanda scores on the tournament. During WAFCON, we will donate 20,000 Rand to the National Sanitary Drive, which I think is incredible for the next generation. It changes stories of young girls all around the nation who deserve to get a shot. I think one of the things that for me is so special is seeing people's stories. It's really kind of tapping into what sits behind what people do. And I think this allows us to do that in a really meaningful way, seeing the stories of young girls, seeing the stories of young, aspiring, future BandaBanda players and being able to really kind of play a part in that.
ABSA doing the most as per usual. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
From championing women in sports to giving fans more to cheer about, ABSA is turning every WAFCON match into a moment of connection, pride and cashback rewards.
Oh, yeah, no, I promise you I was listening, but I was thinking just a little bit about Rafilwe Jane's free kick during the week, okay? But it's okay. We're allowed to get behind our girls. It is more than just a logo on a jersey. It's about backing dreams. It's about unlocking unbelievable potential and about building futures. And that's on and off the field. And with ABSA, football is just that starting line. Well done.
Well, listen, we are in the kitchen for the first time this morning. In fact, the second time. We had coffee taken out the way. And then for breakfast, Mama Miriam, how about some umsila wankomo? Can we get into some oxtail, please?
Yes.
Can we have that? Okay, in just a bit, we get into some of Tata Madiba's favorite recipes. And of course, with the gorgeous, gorgeous Mama Miriam we have in the kitchen with us. Some beautiful ingredients in front of us. What are we going to do with it? Well, we'll find out in just a little bit. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
I'm so ready.
Yes, I am.
I hope you're ready to express the fan. We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back on this Mandela Day. It is your feel-good breakfast show. So let me give you a bit of a tidbit as to where it all began. Mandela Day was first officially declared by the United Nations in 2009, and that was to honor Nelson Mandela's life and his legacy. Now, it's celebrated every year on the 18th of July, his birthday, and it encourages all of us to dedicate at least 67 minutes to helping others, 1 minute for each year that Madiba spent in public service.
But I think far more than just a day of volunteering. Mandela Day is a global call now, thankfully, to action to make kindness, justice and community spirit, that Ubuntu, part of our everyday lives. It's about taking small, meaningful steps that together create big change.
It really does. Yeah, the impact is crazy. And for us as South Africans, it's also a moment of reflection, a reminder of the humanity, but also the resilience and love Madiba showed even in the hardest of times. I couldn't even imagine what he was going through.
Oh, absolutely. So we've chosen, and I know there are so many beautiful quotes and letters for me, doing a deep dive through the letters that he wrote while he was on Robben Island. Just, it's something that bears shedding a tear, I know, but it's brought on such a level of critical thinking. But I'm dying to know what quotes of the many have inspired you. Yeah.
All right, so here's the quote that I really enjoyed by our Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to help others without expecting anything in return. And I think that's such a beautiful sentiment. I think often we do give to receive, you know, we're hoping there's some sort of reciprocation.
We give online and film it. Yeah.
Exactly. We do. People do that these days, just to get some sort of nod from society. But just looking at the life of Mandela, knowing that he, oh my gosh, it was self-sacrificial. I don't think he was looking for anything in return, hoping that freedom was on the other side of it. But to spend at least 27 years in one prison on Robben Island is absolutely insane. So it definitely is a note to me that giving should be part of my lifestyle and just doing it from the heart.
Absolutely. Just make it a fundamental part of your, what do you say, our RSA.
Yeah.
It becomes our DNA.
There
Absolutely love that. I'm so glad to be getting to see these pictures again. I don't look at enough pictures of Madiba in my life. I love the fact that as you drive into Cape Town town, you get to see the arch and Madiba proudly displayed in those buildings. But I'm so glad that you've said exactly what you've said, because I've chosen an excerpt from a letter that and it's tough to read these letters because you understand fully the conditions that he was living in when he was writing these. But I've chosen a letter that he wrote to his daughter. And he says, Zinzi says her heart is sore because I'm not at home and wants to know when I will come back. I do not know, my darlings, when I will return. You'll remember that in a letter I wrote in 1966, I told you that white judge said I should stay in jail for the rest of my life. It may be long before I come back. It may be soon. Nobody knows when it will be, not even the judge who said I should be kept here, but I'm certain that one day I will be back at home to live in happiness with you until the end of my days. Do not worry about me now. I'm happy, well and full of strength and hope. The only thing I long for is you. But whenever I feel lonely, I look at your photo, which is always in front of me. As a nation, as a world, you must try now. My family get back tomorrow. It's been 3 weeks that I've been separated from my family, and this is the first time I've been able to get through this without absolutely, like, gut-wrenchingly cry my eyes out, because we hide behind the greatness of the man. It's easy to do with figures like Mandela, who became manifestation of black consciousness, who became a movement. We hide behind that greatness so that we don't act. And with this letter, he must have felt in those conditions that there must have been no hope. Where was this hope coming from?
The strength and the hope from where?
And we believe that, and I think a lot of us feel that hope is something that is given to us in our darkest hour, and it's the opposite. No matter how many times someone tells you it's going to be okay, until you believe it, you don't take it on board, and you don't tell yourself it's going to be okay until it actually has shifted. Hope is action. And what he was doing with these beautiful letters, the depth of the color, the light and shade, it was like he was sitting with his daughter yesterday and he was just sending her a WhatsApp. That's how rich that connection is. He was creating hope for his family. But ultimately, he represents all of this. But this is a man, a husband, a father, just writing a letter to his children. Mandela was a man.
He was a human being.
He was just a human being. So don't hide behind the greatness of his achievements or the art or anyone else thinking that we are not enough to be able to do that. When he was doing the most, he wasn't even just a man, he was a prisoner. He was locked in a little box with nothing, nothing to be able to affect change in the world around him.
And to still have that hope to reach beyond himself to inspire others is absolutely incredible. Okay, I'm going to go reflect on this and then maybe cook us something really special.
This is going to be the most emotional cook you've ever had. I have a feeling someone very, very special is awaiting in the kitchen right now. But I think ultimately Mandela Day isn't just about those 67 minutes. It's the kind of man, woman that you are living right now every day. It's about living with purpose and heart every single minute of every day. And as Madiba showed us with the way that he lived, even in the smallest acts of kindness, that ripple effect can stretch outwards and change not just someone's world, but an entire generation's world, in fact. That's one man, just a father, just a husband, just a partner, just a boxer, just a prisoner for so much of his life, but able to do so much. Oh, happy Mandela Day.
Well, I think the best way to honor anybody is definitely through food. It is such a celebration, especially in South Africa. It brings comfort and also brings so much joy. We have this saying in our family where we meet, we eat, okay? And we're going to eat good today. So thank you so much for being here, Mama Miriam. It's so beautiful to have you in our kitchen. What are we doing today? Umsila wenkomo, right?
Today we are doing umsila wenkomo oxtail. Yes.
That really makes my heart smile so much. Now, I know this is a labor of love. It's going to take a little while to get into it, but where does one begin?
We are going to begin with our onion. And
there we go. Let's switch it on. While we're getting this together, that QR code is on your screen if you would like to cook one of Madiba's favorite meals ever. But let's get into it. Mama Miriam, so the onions are going into our pot.
The onions are going in.
Beautiful.
Then I'm going to stir my onion. You know, when you do food, you must do food with love. And I always smile when I do my food. My kids, my family become so crazy when I'm cooking food.
You're smiling over the pots.
All times. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some of my ingredients in
Nice,
it. Which
the
is,
garlic
the
looks
garlic in it.
good.
And it smells so good.
Already, hey?
Yes,
And
it
we've
does.
just begun.
Yeah.
This is such a hearty meal. How
Yeah.
often do you find yourself making oxtail?
I do it 3 times a month because my family loves it.
Special occasions,
That I'm
eh?
telling you, my family loves it a lot.
I do it like 3 times a year.
Oh,
I don't make it, I eat it. So next time I'm going to come when you make it for your family, because I'm also part of your family
They
now,
just
Mama
love
Miriam.
it. And you know what my kids usually love? When I always put my ingredients, what they love, they say to me, Mama, we love when you smell your food. And this is one of the things that I'm doing.
You must whip some here.
Yeah. It smells so good.
It does. So what did we throw in there? Some herbs?
Yeah, I've got my herbs, I've got my garlic. Then I'm going to put some of my other dry ingredients, my cayenne pepper. Oh, it's getting worse, the smell.
Yeah, it's getting good.
Yeah, it's getting good, yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, so that's the base of the product done.
My
Salt, of
yeah,
course. We got to
yeah.
flavor our food.
Exactly.
What do we have here? Oh, some wine, some tomato
Yes,
paste,
we do.
some carrots.
We do, and I'm going to put my carrots in.
They
That's
take
the
long
thing.
to cook also.
It takes long to cook, but it gives that flavor in the food. Yeah, that's why Mama Miriam would always say that, keep on smiling when you do your food.
You must.
When people are eating their food, they will feel so good, and they'll want your food all the time.
And guess what, Mama Miriam? They're also going to be smiling when they eat your food.
I'm telling you,
see?
yes. Just going to close my pot just for 2 minutes as I'm mixing now my liquid.
Yes.
Because the liquid is the source of the meal. I have to mix them together so that I can give them that thing. Yes.
Okay, so what's going on here?
Yeah, this is my my brown onion.
Okay.
Then I'm putting my liquid.
Oh.
Yes, and I'm putting my water.
Okay. This is a nice little tip.
And
And you
then
mix it together.
I mix it together.
With the tomato
With
paste.
the tomato paste.
Ah.
And it's going to make it, the pot is going to be just wow.
So this is actually going to add to the sauce, the
Yes,
depth
when
of the
I'm
sauce.
almost done. Now I'm
Yes.
coming to the heart of the meal.
Please.
Which is now my oxtail.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And then how long does oxtail take to cook?
It takes plus minus 40 minutes.
Oh, only
35,
4.
40.
There's no way.
35,
I thought
40.
3-4 hours.
No, it doesn't. If you keep on putting, my secret, I put boiled water.
Oh, that makes
That's
a
my,
difference.
yeah, it does. Yeah, I put boiled water. And people, they don't understand why Mama Miriam will put boiled water. It's because it keeps that thing and it makes it soft. Yeah.
I mean, look how good it looks already.
Oh, I'm
Why is my
stirring
mouth
pot.
watering? And it's a raw meat that we're seeing over
it
here.
is, yeah.
It smells
Just stirring my
incredible.
pot. And what I will do, I'll put a little bit of water.
Okay. Just to lift the bottom of the pot
Absolutely,
also.
yeah. And loosen all those nice things on the bottom.
So that's flavor. That's flavor going on. So this is one of Mandela's favorite meals as well.
Wow.
The
yes.
oxtail.
It is. Tata Madiba loves this.
Oh, I love.
And all people, they love this nice food. Oxtail, they just want to chew and they just want to take it from the bone.
The bone, that's
secret.
the thing. That's what all the flavor is at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Then I will close my pot.
Okay, again, you've got the lid there. Perfect. I wanted to actually smell this. So this is what? Is this going to thicken the sauce?
This is going to
concoction
thicken
you
the
made?
sauce and it's going to give more flavor.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to give more flavor.
And then, Mama, what do you serve this with? Is it rice? Is it samp?
Sometimes with rice and samp, but in our days now, because of cost of living is too high, people will use potato and or with some carrots.
Okay,
Because
some vegetables.
Some vegetables. And then it's good for your health as well.
Yes.
Because meat must go with something.
Agreed.
It has to go with a vegetable. So that's what I will say that, okay, samp, just a white samp, you just cook it to make it soft, and you just serve your family with your white samp and umsila wenkomo.
And there we go. What a
Yes.
combination. I would love some creamy spinach on the side and some creamy samp. And because I feel like if we're only having it 3 times a month, we must go all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And you must change your menu and make sure that your family just want to eat it.
Okay.
But if you are doing one menu, sometimes they will get bored.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so I laugh at my hubby when he said to me, Mama, when I'm not home, I just miss your hand because you can cook.
I love this. Mama, I'm almost going to become a wife, eh? I've got like a month and a bit to go. Thank you.
Gail, welcome,
so I'm taking the tips here
welcome,
to become the best makoti.
Yeah. So makoti, what you have to do when you serve it, that smile, look at his eyes. Because we ladies, sometimes we don't look at hubby's eyes. The best time is to look at his eyes when you serve food.
Okay.
Then wherever he goes, he'll just remember you.
He'll long for those eyes, that eye contact.
And you know, when you cook food, I think it is one of the symbols of Jesus Christ. You need to feed people, but when you feed people, you need to feed them with love, care. You need to care. So sometimes when something disturbed me, I won't go to my pot.
Sure.
But when I'm happy and I just feel cheerful, I'll just run and cook my food.
Wow, that's beautiful, because whatever energy you have, you're putting in the food as well. Oh, that's stunning, Mama. Listen, the recipe code is on your screen right now. It's a QR code there in the bottom right of your screen. Open up your camera, just put it over the TV and a link will come up. Click the link and guess what? You're going to get some delicious food coming your way. It'll take you directly to our recipe tab where you can cook along with Mama Miriam and I doing Tata Madiba's favorite recipe, at least one of them. Okay, the brown sauce has gone in and then we let it cook away. Delicious. Do you want to taste the final dish?
Yes, please.
Let's try it.
Yes, I want us to try it.
I think we deserve it. Okay, I'm going to move this over. Wow.
Oh, yummy.
Here's your fork. Maybe we need a knife, or we're just going to take it. Okay, let's get a knife. There we go, Mama.
I think you must also taste.
Okay.
Where do I start?
Where does one begin?
I don't know. It's just all over the table.
You actually need to use your hands. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. We use our head when you come here.
Here you go. Okay, while we dig in and enjoy the goodness, I know somebody's listening for this right now. Graham, I know you want some of this.
I was going to suggest pressing the smell button on your TV. I know some of them have it. There's got to be a TV that's got a smell button. It is amazing in here. I'm loving having Mama Miriam in the kitchen. Such a special day. Yes, I will be joining in. It's a safe place. You can eat as much as you want with your hands. It's perfectly okay. And while that's happening, you can judge Carissa and see what kind of coffee you would associate with her. In fact, we want you to think about that. What coffee matches your favorite presenter? We'll have a little bit of fun with that. And then speaking of which, BandaBanda is in the house. He is a unique human being, not just an artist, but just a wonderful person. We cannot wait to connect with his energy and find out what he's got cooking, because there is something magical in his space at the moment. But first, oxtail. Oxtail. We'll see you now.
I present you a fork.
Thank you so much.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it is your feel-good breakfast show on this Friday, on this Mandela Day. Now, before we delve into your news headlines, we want to, of course, the news team, send a beautiful message and a heartfelt wish out to our dear colleague Lolo or Lorenzo. As you face this very difficult journey, know that we are holding you all close in our thoughts and prayers, and we'll be there to support you every step of the way. Thank you to our news team for that. And also here we present you your national news headlines, where trade union NUMSA has signed a wage deal with Mandela operating company, which runs the Gautrain. Now, workers will receive a 4.25% increase across the board, with housing allowances up by 100 Rand to 1,400 Rand, and night shift pay rising to 40 Rand an hour. Now, the agreement is backdated to 1 July. Meanwhile, Solidarity has reached a deadlock with Fly Safair over wages and is ready to strike. Now, it wants a 10.5% increase in year one of a 3-year deal, while the airline is offering 5.7%. Now, the CCMA is mediating. In other national news, the Department of Communications says it won't tolerate platforms that breach the Film and Publications Act. This after the Johannesburg High Court ordered Meta to delete WhatsApp channels and Instagram posts containing child pornography. The court also instructed Meta to disclose those responsible. Now, some channels have since been removed. Deputy Minister Mondli Gungubela says government wants digital partners to protect children and not violate the law. The Film and Publications Board is pushing for prosecution under cybercrime laws. Looking further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Ukraine's parliament has confirmed economist Yulia Sverdenko as prime minister, replacing Denise Shmyhal, who now oversees defense. Observers says the close ties to the U.S. signal Zelensky's aim to strengthen strained relations with Washington. Now, Sverdenko previously brokered mineral deals with the Trump administration. Her appointment comes amid calls to expand domestic arms production. As the war with Russia continues, the reshuffle reflects a pivot towards international diplomacy and internal defense capability. Meanwhile, Germany has pledged 100 million euros to the World Bank Trust to boost African development. At the G20 meeting in Durban, Finance Minister Lars Kleinbeil says Berlin aims to deepen partnerships and promote private sector investment. Now, Germany also plans to create a forum for sharing economic solutions. World Bank President AJ Banga said Africa can meet its own energy needs, but does need investment. Now, he emphasized that the private sector, which creates 90% of jobs, needs better support. And closing off your 7 o'clock news, where the internet is totally smitten and doing double takes, and that is over a bird that looks like a chicken but isn't one. Say hello to the Banat chicken pigeon, a rare breed with an impossibly long neck and body, often mistaken for poultry at first glance. Originating in the Banat region of Serbia and Romania, this elegant oddball dates back to the 1700s and was recently revived by pigeon fanciers. Though it walks like a chicken and clucks up confusion, it's 100% a pigeon. No hybrid tricks here. As photos go viral, one thing is definitely clear, that people can't get enough of this beautifully bizarre bird. A great way to close up your 7 o'clock news as we get into your sporting highlights. G-Man's got the latest.
Well, someone else who might be feeling a little imposter syndrome right now. Let's head to golf. World number 354, Jacob Skov Olesen of Denmark, stunned the field at the Royal Portrush with a composed 4 under par 67 to grab a share of the early lead at the Open Championship. So he's tied with England's Lee Westwood, while Nicolai Højgaard, he opened with a 69. Then Phil Mickelson still in the mix. He carded a 70. And then world number 1, Scotty Scheffler, was 1 under through 5. But I think it's going to heat up today, certainly. Now, speaking of which, let's turn to rugby, and it is a massive weekend for our under-20s. The junior Springboks have named an unchanged 23-man squad for tomorrow's under-20 championship final up against New Zealand in Italy. Lock Riley Norton, he continues to lead a very settled and a consistent side. Hashim Peed and Vusi Moyo, they remain the key attacking threats out wide, while coach Kevin Foote, he sticks with a 6-2 split on the bench for the big Southern Hemisphere showdown in and it is a massive one. Good luck, youngsters. Now, we were given a masterclass not only in skill but also in character yesterday. Tadej Pogacar reclaimed the yellow jersey with a commanding solo victory on stage 12 of the Tour de France yesterday, and he dug deep, conquering the Haute-Come climb over 2 minutes clear of Jonas Vingegaard. So Ben Healy, who sadly crashed earlier in the day, tried hard but he faded badly ultimately and then dropped out of contention, out of that top 10 now. Pogacar now leading by 3 minutes 31 seconds heading into today's time trial. Let's get into cricket. Sadly, not the best news as South Africa's under-19 men suffered a 130-run defeat that was at the hands of Bangladesh in their first youth one-day international in Benoni. Captain Mohammad Bobulia, he led the way with a gutsy 72 of 79, scoring nearly half of South Africa's total of 155 all out. JJ Bosson, he impressed with the ball, taking 4 for 47 as Bangladesh posted a healthy 285 for 6. And that ultimately their winning total. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll try to touch on those headlines again at around 8 o'clock. Roads should be waking up on your Madiba day. Let's see if there's anything to report on.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Well, let's see what your traffic is doing out in KZN in Durban, where a stationary vehicle is currently obstructing the left lane on the N2 northbound, and that's just after the ramp from Higginson's Highway. Traffic is moving slowly in the remaining lanes as we ease into rush hour. So please do remain vigilant wherever you are driving on this Madiba day. Well, that is where we leave your roads. Let's head into your weather. In your weather news this morning, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued for damaging waves, and that's from Alexander Bay through to East London, posing a risk to small boats. Cold conditions are expected over the northeastern parts of the Eastern Cape. Now, the Western Service has also warned KwaZulu-Natal residents to brace for a cold front and heavy rain tomorrow, which could particularly be disruptive in the Zululand District Municipality and surrounding areas. Now, no rain is expected in the province on Sunday, but it will remain bitterly cold. Definitely it's time to whip out those scarves and beanies, but we're going to head into our sunrise view of the hour to warm you up just a little bit. And once again, KZN has come out on the top. Representing Oslo Beach is Catherine. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you, the PR for KZN is on 100 right now because it has been looking so good from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and that beach is so inviting. So thank you so much, Catherine, for sharing Oslo Beach in the most beautiful way. And remember, if you're from KZN or beyond, 06303699649 is where you share your morning view with us, and we ask you to do that as we head into our final one at 8 o'clock. For now, though, let's check out your temperatures for this Friday.
All right, I want you to listen to only my voice right now, Mzansi, please. The Powerball jackpot is estimated at 77 million rand today. Come on, you cannot miss out today. Please don't get left behind. So these are the modes you can use. You can get your tickets in store as soon as they're open, obviously. You can go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, or right now you can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529# for the USSD, and you can do it right now. So please jump on it. We've kept all of those deets up on the Expresso social, so you can go and check them out. Then Panda push a play your Powerball for an estimated 77 million rand in the jackpot today. It is massive. Try and beat that, Carissa.
Oh, I I'll raise you one up because BandaBanda is in the building. Yes, our entertainment for today is ticking the biggest box. I can't wait. I've seen them live. I can't wait for you to experience it for yourself. Celebrated musician right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then we've got to find out, in terms of coffee and your favorite TV personalities, which one goes where. I'm very curious to see which one you'll choose for Mr. Graham Richards and myself. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
The rumors are true. You're right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso on S3. Now I want to introduce you to somebody incredible in case you've been living under a rock. BandaBanda is a celebrated South African musician, producer, and also creative entrepreneur. Now he's long been a bridge between generations, blending deep-rooted African traditions with contemporary soundscapes. He's recently released an album called Zinza. Let's take a listen before we find out more about the man. Come on, let's give him a feel good welcome. Oh, BandaBanda, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Zinza looks incredible in terms of that. It sounds even better with the soundscapes that you've put together. And you have described this as a tribute to legacy and also quality. So tell me more about what inspired it and also what we can experience on the journey when listening.
I think as the people, we always want to give our best. And so the quality side has to do with me giving my best. and speaking to who we are as the people. It's Mandela Day today, so we always try to have resilience, which is important. So the album is about our people and just trying to give our best to who we are.
Sure, and it's exactly that. I mean, that jacket, can I borrow it sometime? Yo, it looks too good. But you grew up in Durban. I've been gushing about Durban for forever now. It's such a beautiful, beautiful city. And you grew up with your grandparents, which is such a beautiful privilege as well. Tell me a bit more about your upbringing, your family, how it influenced your music, and also the cultural impact that you put into your music.
Home was freedom. Home was love. Home was imagination.
Sure.
Home was a lot of expression. I think it comes out in my music because I'm all about expression, freedom. I'm all about, it's very inviting also. I think my energy also is just wants more people to come closer.
Agreed.
So my upbringing was really amazing. I grew up with a grandparent that, obviously when you grow up with a grandparent, they always experience,
right.
They want to give you their best because they've had their child, and then so you're the second.
You're the second.
Yeah, so they always try and give you more. So I grew up with a lot of love.
Yeah.
So growing up like that made me more sure of who I was, more giving.
That's beautiful.
Yes, so it made me more giving. So even in my music, I give more, not too much. Cause
you still need some for you know?
You need to have that thing that people want to give you something also. So it's
an exchange.
It's an exchange. Yeah.
That's
so
lovely.
for me, it's always lovely.
And, you know, I've seen you perform once with Zoe Madiba,
Yes.
the two of you together, and I was just so blown away. I said, can this last forever? But I know your musical influences are all around the world, but let's bring it back to Mzansi. During your time at Natal Tech, you were surrounded and alongside some of the greats that are also friends of Expresso, the likes of Zakes Bantwini, as well as Nduduzo Makatini. And wow, what an incredible group of people, yourself included. So did that at all in the environment shape your musical journey?
Yes, it did. Think about it. Black Coffee is in the same room. Zakes Bantwini, Ngobo, Ngobengoma. So all these artists, Nduduzo Makatini. I think at the time we didn't know what it was. But seeing people that were passionate about whatever they were doing, at whatever level they were doing it, was a high inspiration at the time. But when you're living it, you're not seeing it. And I always want to tell people that sometimes you're living in a golden moment, but you're not really
You see it in retrospect.
Yes, retrospect. When you look back, you're like, wow. Because even the people that used to come to school at the time, likes of Mbusi Mhlongo used to come, Bheki Msele used to come to our department. And also we had incredible teachers. So I think now looking back, looking at everyone, what they're doing, separately, because we're not doing the same things. You know, when you go to school, creative school, they think you have to be shaped to be what?
Right.
The teachers
you can never try to shape a creative. Come on.
But in our school, like Demi Fernandez, who started department at the Natal Tech, really emphasized the idea of becoming who you're supposed to be.
Wow.
By giving you the right skills to shape you to become what you're supposed to be.
And honor that your gift and your
calling. The discipline that was there was amazing. Just to, like, if you look at all these artists, there's no scandals around whatever they do. Their art, you can never...
Come on, they come correct every time they do.
Correct, they come on time, all these things are important.
And looking good, all of you all. I'm like, the fashion coming out of Durbs in particular is crazy. It is expression, and you do it very well. Your album, Zinza, if somebody picks it up in a decade from now and presses play, puts it on streams, LP, whatever it may be, what do you want them to experience?
So the album is timeless, definitely. I've got amazing features on it. So thinking about what Zoe will be in the next 10 years already will be part of a bigger story. I think the idea of the future in the album, it feels like a vault of memories. It feels like a vault of the future memories and the past and now. So if you find it now, definitely you'll find a bit of yourself now and also what has been. If you find it, also now, the future will see, but in the future you'll find that, oh wow, this was this time. Wow, I can recognize the sound. Because I find that music, like Huma Sigela, if you listen to the #1 Billboard a song by Huma Sigela in the 60s, think about it, in the US, we didn't think that at the time when we were going through struggles as a country, one of our artists was #1 Billboard
Crazy,
internationally and being exiled. here.
Wow.
Now we're here sitting and we're enjoying the next Mandela Day.
And it's still fresh when we play it right now.
Yes, but also
Yeah.
we're enjoying a Mandela Day where someone was exiled for that through the music. The music carried the sound, bring back Nelson Mandela. All these sounds were
Yes.
part of
The
like
story.
a bigger story. Right now we're going through something, we're living in it, but we also using that sound to like carry the message.
Yes,
through
absolutely.
times.
That's beautiful. Well, there you go, your capsule, your time capsule, if you will, that will definitely listen for years to come. BandaBanda is still set to perform right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I cannot wait. You're in for such a treat on this wonderful Nelson Mandela Day in 2025, but you'll be playing it for years to come, I can guarantee.
Oh man, we're going to be okay. Absolutely relishing the opportunity to see BandaBanda perform live because he is just so unique and we love him. But right now we are loving our coffee. And have you ever noticed how your go-to coffee blend says so much about you? Bold and intense. You're probably the one who powers through deadlines. Smooth and balanced. You're the calm one in the chaos, the eye of the storm. Just like our favorite brews, everyone has their own favorite flavor. So come on board, my friend.
I'm right here.
We're going to have a little bit of fun. So you guys can play along. We are going to play a little game we like to call Which Blend is Your Broadcast Bestie? Hashtag with Jacobs. Okay, so how it works. A coffee variant and its personality description will come up on screen. Our mission to decide which team member it matches best. Okay.
Interesting.
It's very subjective.
Okay.
And coffee is different things to different people.
It is.
Just like people are different things to different people.
This is true.
Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, so let's start. We're going to have some coffee. What are you?
Well, now I'm going to reveal it. What are you? I know exactly what you are.
I have to
Bold and defiant.
Bold and defiant. I like that. I'm a disruptor.
Yes, you are.
If I had to think about it, I'm kind of an OG. Okay, so I think the crooning is probably where I'll jump off, and is often where I jump off in the morning. Always going for Jacob's crooning. It's classic and it's smooth.
That's right.
That means you're timeless. You're dependable, and secretly the mom friend of your presenters. And I think I might be a little bit of that. So I, as one has to, hid the special coffee away from my
you've
friend.
also got your stash. I like that. Well done, Gray. I do something a little bit more delicious. Can you get more delicious? Yes, because you can add some sugar to it. Mine's also hidden. Please grab mine behind you over
Dun,
there.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I do love this. So we've got the mocha in this case. Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely love that. But let's chat about the coffee that informs everything here. If your topic is the Jacobs crema beans, okay? Oh, and when we say crema, we mean it. You do not play about your coffee, but at heart, okay, you're a softie, okay, who loves a little bit of comfort.
That's very cute.
I don't know.
At heart, a bit of a softie.
I think Kutle, because she comes across as being quite hard-edged. You know,
Yeah,
she's a power, and she's in a power
actually.
chapter of her life, and
Yeah.
I get that and everything. But when I'm with her, she is just the softest,
like melted
sweetest, funniest
chocolate.
thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my kind of vibe.
I love that. Well, let's go into mine. I've got the Jacobs Mocha. If you are reaching for this one like me, you're the fun one with a sweet tooth in the group and someone who believes coffee should always taste like dessert.
That is kind of like
if I'm
you.
going to drink some caffeine, make it nice.
I call it like a grown-up hot chocolate.
Yes,
That's what it feels like to
it
me.
is.
The hazelnut one
For
is
the
also
grown and
absolutely
sexy.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love it, and it is. It's delicious. It is like a little pick-me-up dopamine button pusher. That's a good way to describe it. Now, if you can't go without the Jacobs Origins Latin America Pure Instant Coffee, you offer a bright and refreshing flair with a hint of fruitiness. That has got to be Ryle.
That's definitely Ryle.
Yes, for
When you
such a
said hints of
hardcore guy,
fruitiness.
he is very fruity.
Yeah, he's
okay?
a little fruity.
And he is. He's difficult to classify, but that actually really does.
That's what makes him so special also.
I was going to say, he could be a bit of a 3-in-1 as well, because he does like multiple things. But, well, let's get into the 3-in-1. There is no other option other than the Jacobs 3-in-1 for you. It's a little bit milder. Maybe you are mellow, sweet, and always smooth.
Ooh, a smooth one.
Oh,
Prosper.
man. Prosper. You're pro. Shame. Okay. Ultimately, as a crew member, he probably spends more time on camera than most, okay?
He does.
And he maintains. I can see him there reading the description
That's
to see if
you,
it matches
Pros.
himself.
That's you. Please,
Just
let's
freak
see
out now.
Prosper.
Behave
You
terribly.
got it.
Yes.
There he is, our own Prosy. I think you and Zanele are actually the OG. She's like the young OG. You're like the established older OG.
See, I see a little bit of all of this in her, but she's also like she's
also
bubbly
fun.
and fruity
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
There's a little bit of that. It is tough when you know people so well and you love your coffee this much. So we've matched our favorite team members to their coffee blend personalities, from bold, smooth to sweet and very refreshing. Every day I get to wake up with that. Now it is your turn. Tell us on our Expresso socials which Jacobs coffee blend you are using with that all-important hashtag with Jacobs, because every cup tells a story and we want to hear yours.
Yes,
we want to
please.
know more.
Where my maca peeps at? You know, cheese.
What? Oh, that does look good.
That's good.
All right, absolutely delicious. I think I'm just going to work my way down the queue here. So hopefully you have got your favourite and you've made your choice. Now you can go and recharge your coffee cups. We're going to be back in studio to continue with our Mandela Day celebrations. Also an opportunity to reflect as much as we celebrate the progress. There is so much work to be done, and we'll jump on that after this.
I'll see you now.
Again.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and once again, happy Mandela Day. For one particular person, a very happy day indeed. After weeks of entries and a huge amount of excitement on the show, one lucky South African has officially won the Win a Kitchen competition today, worth 450,000 rand. That's a game changer. We are joined by the campaign's incredible partners. We've got Philip Kirby from Easy Life Kitchens, Tiffany Kuberg from Caesar Stone, and Farnes Basson from ABSA to reflect on the impact of this competition and how they'll help the winner, Nikita Johnson, bring her vision to life. Can we get a little round of applause for Nikita Johnson, first of all? Who's all but won herself R500,000 worth of kitchen. And we get to play in these spaces by association. And we've seen through My Design Rules the incredible quality of what's available in the space. We cook and use and play in these spaces. It's amazing. Philip, for you, this has been a journey. Our viewers have jumped on this in a way that they seldom do. There's something about the kitchen, there's something about the quality, and this combination just really worked. But from an Easy Life Kitchens perspective, how's the journey been for you?
Well, I think one of our goals is to try and bring your dream kitchen to life. And for me, it's been amazing to see the entrants that have visited our showrooms to come and enter the competition, to take a selfie in their favorite kitchen display in the showroom, and just the enthusiasm and the opportunity for us to start a discussion with them about what a kitchen renovation entails. And I think to announce the winner, ultimately, Nikita winning this amazing prize was very, very special. It was a real privilege.
And it also brings to bear what you guys do in such a dynamic way, because now she can dream. She can dream big. Have you got any sense of what direction she's going? How are you feeling about helping her design her dream space?
That's actually amazing. She's a first-time property homeowner as well. And she's shared with me some of her ideas, so it's going to be fantastic working with her to make sure that we get her inspiration and we pair it with our professional designs.
And of course, the best quality materials that we can find. Tiffany, I know you were bouncing off the walls when we first jumped on the opportunity to open this up. I think so many of our viewers see this vision of life, of what it could be, and transformation in the home. When you do it in the kitchen, you start from that space. There is something really magical. What are you most excited about now helping Tiffany with?
Yeah, helping her. We're so excited about helping Nikita with this.
Nikita, rather.
Yeah, it's so exciting to be a part of a family's journey. I mean, we know that the kitchen is a space where many milestones and key moments will be made. So with her design vision and Caesar Stone's durability, we're so excited to curate a space that will really evolve with her family's journey.
Have you had a chance to meet her yet?
Not yet, not yet. I'd love to. I've seen her video. She's so excited. Yeah, so it's been amazing to feel that from her.
Oh, man, and now the best part begins, and she can actually start dreaming. New homeowner, new opportunity to dream big. I mean, this is telling a kind of story that is so South African, and I would imagine there are so many people willing to embrace this. There is something really magical about this journey and being a part of that. How have you found plugging into this space and looking at the excitement that people have embraced this? Clearly, people want to dream big, want to embrace that future, but how are you feeling about the journey?
Look, I think everybody dreams about turning their house into a dream home. And
their forever home.
Their forever home. And sometimes I think financial affordability plays a role in there. And this is why this competition was more than just giving a prize. A prize is a once-off thing, but with this competition, we really partner with Caesar Stone and Easy Life Kitchen to bring financial solutions with quality design together, to empower this customer to go on this journey of building their dream home.
Because that's, when I think of how much of the pressure that we faced over the last 5 years, and I know it's been a crazy couple of years, but so much of our strength comes from that home. So much of our financial stability comes from that journey. For you guys, why is it so important that that's a focus area? Why is it so important when we tell our stories that this home, that first home, that dream space to live in, why is that something that you guys hold so dear?
I think that is dream. It's internationally, not only in South Africa.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to own a house, a piece of land that they can call their own. And that gives you that stability. I think that just gives you that oomph to live and to grow financially as well.
And it gives you that base, and then of course the family, the core memories, the joy. When you think of what Nikita's going to be able to do now, because this is where the magic starts to happen. Talk us through the process now. What will she first engage with? How does she work with your team now to make this dream a reality?
Absolutely. So I think she's already got some ideas.
I would imagine she's been on Pinterest, yeah.
And so what we'll do is we will pair her with one of our professional design consultants. We'll do a detailed needs analysis to understand what she wants to achieve from her kitchen space, from her living space, and see what inspiration she has found that's going to speak to that use of the space. We then take that and we do the design based on her needs. And when she's comfortable with the design, and it's got to be functional, and it's got to be relevant to the use for that area, then we will manufacture it, we'll install it, and we'll hand it over to her.
She will have a happy life. And we absolutely love the sound of that. But I think we need to connect with the winner right now. We had the chance to catch up with our lucky winner, Nikita, to hear how she is feeling about winning this unbelievable competition. Take a look.
Hi there, I'm Nikita, the official winner of the Easy Life Kitchen's Winner Kitchen competition. I cannot believe it. This has been so unreal. And honestly, it could not have come at a more perfect time, as my partner and I are literally days away from moving into our first home together. This has been unreal. When I got the call from Philip, the MD of Easy Life Kitchens, I just remember being in complete shock. I had no idea what to say, how to feel, to cry, laugh. I just had goosebumps, and I remember phoning my partner afterwards to tell him the news, and we were both just so overwhelmed. We still are. I mean, to start this incredible journey together with this blessing, it is just insane. I've always dreamed of a kitchen that's warm, full of soul, and that blends modern style with natural textures and earthy tones. Not just somewhere where we can cook, but also a place that we can grow. For me, the kitchen is the heart of the home, as I'm sure it is for many people. And this heart is going to be more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. One of the things I'm most excited about changing in our kitchen is opening it up. The space is small, but we want it to feel open and connected, where we can cook, entertain, and simply be with the people that we love. So, to Easy Life Kitchens, Caesar Stone, and APSA, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, what you've done for us is more than just a kitchen renovation. It is the beginning of a whole new chapter in our lives. You've given us a dream we never imagined could ever be possible. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to renovate. Sorry, I'm so nervous. To renovate such a special space in our home and to create a space that truly reflects who we are. Thank you so much.
Oh, that is beautiful. You can feel the very real emotion. Fanas, I know you experience this a lot in your space because a lot of people are. It's a big move for them. But Tiffany, I've got to ask if she's this excited about the countertops that she hasn't seen yet.
Hasn't seen
when
it
she
yet.
gets that, because you've seen those moments before, when that new kitchen lands, when she gets that Caesar stone, when she touches and feels and sees what's that like in the heart of her own home, what do you think that's going to be like for her?
Oh my goodness, I don't think words can really describe it. It's going to be amazing that she'll be able to really use the space to the best of her ability to really create the space of her dreams and also use it in a functional way that can really stand the test of time. So yeah, we're so excited.
We want pictures, we want videos,
Selfies.
maybe an invite over for a little
Yes.
meal also. Absolutely love that, Tiffany. Congratulations. You sound like the most worthy and wonderful recipient. Your brand new dream kitchens, courtesy of Easy Life Kitchens and Caesar Stone and APSA, is headed to you. Enjoy. And then we, of course, are going to continue with our Mandela Day celebrations. Throughout the day, we've got an unbelievable performer here returning with new music, which we absolutely love, but an incredible energy that you need to plug into today. Here he is, BandaBanda.
I am BandaBanda, and I'm here at Expresso. I'm very excited to present Zinza, and I'm playing the first single called Lume. Do enjoy.
Umalume,
is expected to bring the sweets to the house for the little ones. So if you don't bring the sweets, what kind of uncle are you? This song speaks to those who are not doing the things they're supposed to be doing in the society, the minimum requirements. Because if you do that, then you're not doing your part.
And you're right, the malume can't come around if they come back empty-handed.
Minimum requirements.
Ah, come on.
It's minimum
The
requirements.
basis of it all to qualify to be an uncle. Thank you so much, BandaBanda. The first performance wrapped up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I told you, you were in for a treat quite literally, and we gave it to you in case your malume is not doing his job, all right? On your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we still got more to come your way. We want to talk about designing the perfect lounge and hold your hand and lead your way through it. So we brought in the best of the best Make Pedros in the building, back and better, baby. And then we get back into the kitchen to make a delicious meal that I think brings together Italy and South Africa. I'm talking about a boerewors and caramelized onion pasta. It's going to be incredible. Stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you're wondering if I'm cozy, yes, I am. Right now, this is your guide for transforming your living space into a space of comfort and also style. Now, whether you're looking to refresh your decor, add inviting textures, or simply create a space that feels like home, you've come to the right place. That's why we brought in Meg Pedro with a signature warmth and an eye for design to help you make your lounge the heart of your home. And it is true, Meg. It is the heart of your home. This is where you spend a lot of time socializing.
100%.
Rotting on a couch on a Saturday morning, watching.
People say it's the kitchen, but I do think it flows into the lounge.
It flows into the lounge. All right, so where do we begin when it comes to first tips, trying to make our spaces feel more cozy and a little bit more comfy?
Just like our outfits, start with layering,
I
right?
like this.
Layering for the autumn-winter season is vital. We can see it in spring and summer, but it is the time of the year to do it, right? And we often see that mainly if you want to start in your throws and your cushions. So let's talk about the most incredible selection.
I'm going home with that, I promise.
Okay, so we have, look at the different textures, and we'll get into textures in a little bit, but that really does create that warmth. As soon as you layer, especially different types of textures, it immediately creates that warmth. And you can do that through other things as well. So not just your throws and your pillows, but also in your wooden textures, in your ceramics. Bring in like cozy warmth, and definitely in your color. Your color palette creates that instant warmth and coziness.
It's the harmonious cohesiveness of it all.
Completely.
All right, you did touch that thing, and I said I wish I was your hand right now to feel it myself. Let's talk about textures. Let's talk about how you can add interest in your home with
Perfect. Should I take you on a bit of a tour?
Please. Let me grab your hand. Oh, Meg, you left me behind.
Let's go.
Okay, where do we begin?
Right here, I'm going to put you on this side.
Yes.
Okay, faux furs. How luxurious for this time of year, right? The velvets. Okay.
Right.
Velvet. Sensational. Also a very, very timeless texture, which is so, so beautiful. We've got some more beautiful faux furs, and I love this ombre.
Yeah.
How's the ombre when the light hits it? It's so, so
like
beautiful.
a little white, little beige.
Completely, but then a double tone is always so lovely when you are in a space, especially a small space, because I feel like you have instantly a different type of look and
I know
feel.
a cushion hates to see me coming because my face will plant right down there.
And this is the thing about these cushions, is really in your space, make it functional as well. And these are supportive yet beautiful.
Yeah.
So it really does do all of the different things for you. And then look at the cylindrical, right? Play with your different textures. You've got the rectangle, you've got your very big plush. It is so beautiful to just play with the different textures and layers. And then when we talk about textures and layers again, bring in that beautiful rattan, okay? That woven material. That is the perfect thing to hide.
So this is what Zandoni and I were talking about. You chuck your stuff in there, nobody even knows.
Completely. Even one of those on your coffee table with your remote in it instantly elevates your space.
Yes. And I love the fact, so rattan, you said, which is the basket material.
Yes.
Okay, this is a new word I'm adding to my
it's like
vocabulary.
Your woven material. It really is that natural textures, and again, those natural textures create so much warmth and balance when you put in it with, because even if you're looking at your beautiful coffee table book, right, that has a woven texture in itself on top of this.
On the cover.
How stunning
I'm
is
obsessed
this?
with that.
And the color palette is
a century of style. So I love that you were talking about the baskets, because I feel like it talks to the combination of functionality but also style getting together.
100%.
What sort of other tips could we do when it comes to being functional but making sure we're actually also comfortable at the end of the day?
So a very simple thing. If you have quite a few things that you may be wanting to layer in your space, so maybe you have a smaller space specifically, a tray is such a great way to make it look intentional, right? Everything is in one space. You don't have, your candle and your book and your remote and everything. It all looks like you've been super intentional with your styling. So doing that and creating little moments is an instant way just to make it look like it's super, super put together.
I like that, creating moments within your space.
100%.
Visual moments, so that when somebody's sitting, they're enjoying.
100%. And talkative moments. So you've got, you've got your photo frames, for instance. It creates such personality in your home. Don't skip out on the photo frames.
I haven't done the photo frame yet.
You see, and it's going to instantly transform your space, because that kind of memory, when someone walks in and they see that personality, it creates that it's the jewelry, right? It's that finer bit of detail to your outfit.
The cherry on the top, if you will.
And your books really do say something about you. So your coffee table books, whether it's fashion, whether it's cookbooks and food, whether
it shows
it's travel,
your interest.
Exactly. And
great decor piece is open them, because visually a coffee table book always has full pages of the most beautiful photos and imagery.
I will do it, but don't you spill your coffee on my expensive
Definitely
decor,
not.
okay? That's why we have the tray. I love it. I also love the runner that we're seeing here right now. When it comes to smaller spaces, maybe we don't have a mansion at the moment. We're starting off with a studio, moving up in life. Where do we begin with small spaces?
Okay, so I'm actually going to start with Saint, because you know I always talk about Saint and the importance of Saint. And I think having scents such as your candles, now look at the textures on our different candles, right? You have the most beautiful, now imagine this lit in the evening, right? And as it burns down, you're going to get those flickers on the wall, which is so stunning, as well as in this kind of texture. And then our reed diffusers. So just like your perfume and your fragrance that you choose for different parts of the day, maybe start with vanilla in the morning. And then when you have another set of friends coming in the evening, do the oud and like the more, you know, richer smells. So change up your scents in your space, I think is great. But then also with your rugs, we have such a beautiful selection.
Hold my hand when you say this.
We have such a beautiful selection. So we've got round, almost like the rattan, almost talking into textures again. And also in a small space, don't forget to layer, which I think is so important, because that coziness, that warmth, put it under your coffee table, see how it goes. Put it under a part of your couch, see how it goes. Because it instantly creates a lovely texture, but the color way allows you to bring in different colors.
Complements it so well. Nesting tables are also a great idea. Meg Pedro, you have done it again. From small spaces and functionality to creating the comfort and warmth. I mean, this is what it's all about, and Woolworths has definitely got us covered. Personally, I'm taking photos of this entire setup because I'm replicating it in my home. So make sure that you shop all homeware in store on the app and also online. Go ahead and do that right now, Expresso fam, as we continue to get cozy.
Let's get cozy, right?
Don't mind me. Ooh. Ooh.
Now that the house is looking gorgeous, let's fill it with some beautiful aromas. There's something magical about starting a dish with caramelized onions. And with the right spread, that flavor runs deep. Robin Walker's boerewors and caramelized onion pasta is genius. And it is beautiful, it's cozy, it's creamy. It's going to be your perfect go-to meal that shows how easily everyday ingredients can become something so special. And with Stork Country Spread, bringing the richness and balance throughout, I think we're going to be able to do this. Robin, one pot wonder.
One pot wonder, no dishes.
I love you for that. I absolutely love you. You can eat it straight out the dish. Okay, so I'm guessing we're probably going to have to swap places.
Yes.
You can be at the workstation.
Cool.
I love this vibe. I mean, how often do we have some leftover food that we feel is redundant or useless, whereas there is flavor already developed? And boerewors, come on, so much flavor, all the fats, the delicious protein, but this is great. So talk me through what we are making today.
Cool. So we're putting the stove on. We're taking Stork, which is incredibly versatile. You can use it for practically anything.
Obviously, we know the spreadability is great, and I appreciate that. Obviously, the 40% fat spread, but it lends itself well to kind of carrying those flavors throughout.
So Stork goes in the pot, and the most important thing for this dish is caramelized onions. We want the sweetness to come out of the onions to get nice sweetness in the dish. So that we'll just melt the butter a little bit.
I love the fact that we've got a perfect pairing here, and maybe the braai has given us that. Caramelized onion and boerewors just works.
Exactly.
There's something about the sweetness, like you say, of the caramelized onion, but it also provides something to cut through the fat a little bit. It's a perfect marriage. And we love that.
Cool.
So I know we're doing this for the purposes of TV, but how long would you normally need to fry your onions?
Normally, slow. Low and slow is the best way to do it. So I'm going to say 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
I've had to learn a lot of patience in my life, especially for this. So you don't want to rush it. The best way to caramelize your onions is honestly low and slow.
Low and slow. Get the maximum flavor value out of that. Okay, I get that. I like that.
Okay. But for TV purposes,
we roll, baby. We roll.
Slow. Exactly.
Recipes like this, I suppose, because you create so much amazing content, and you really do kind of make it accessible. Maybe that's your superpower, where it's not too intimidating. Do these sorts of recipes come to you all the time? Are you constantly looking at food going, oh, I wonder if I could combine, do that?
You see, I'm a leftover girl. So if there's leftovers, there's always something to be made. Like we don't need recipe books, and we don't need to be buying 50 ingredients for every recipe. Like everyone has got leftovers in their fridge right now. I can guarantee you that. So whenever there's leftovers, there's a meal to be made.
I love that mentality.
That's just how I feel.
No, I absolutely love that. And you know what you like.
Exactly.
So you're going to be the best chef for yourself because you know your flavor profile.
Whatever leftovers you've got, you already ate that, which means you liked it yesterday, so you can like it tomorrow.
It's a proven case model. I love it.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to run out of time because we love spending time in the kitchen. Okay, Buri, our hero, is going in.
Buri, that goes in. And you don't even need a lot.
A little goes a long way.
A little goes a long way,
yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
So buri goes in, tomato paste, very important.
We've been using a lot of tomato paste to depthen flavors, and I mean you can see our oxtail shining on the other side of the studio there. But for
tomato paste is the girl she thinks she is. You can 100%. Do anything with it. So you just want to fry it up a little bit, get the flavors out.
I love that, and because you've got the high fat content, courtesy of our store country spread, that flavour is going to permeate everywhere. I love that. While you continue to throw our pieces together, we love the fact that we've got a star of the show here that is so versatile. It's all about turning everyday meals into something memorable with Stork. And now your winter creations could get even better, and they could win you a 500 Rand Yuppie Chef voucher. Very nice. So reply to the competition post that is on Expresso's socials right now and tell us this. What is a unique ingredient you love pairing with Stork country spread during winter? You can say Buri, but I think a few people might. Don't forget to hashtag Stork Winter Warmth. That competition closes the 21st of July. Obviously, this year you can find the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. And of course, you can find this particular recipe at stork.co.za. So this isn't one of our scannable QR codes. This one you can find with a whole lot of other cooking, baking, just culinary inspiration at stork.co.za. Okay, so Buri's gone in. We are now adding our...
We're now adding the pasta. This is called orzo pasta. It looks a bit like rice, but that goes in.
Yay!
Exactly. Stock goes in.
There is something magical about a one-pot wonder meal, and it's not because it's easy. That is a plus, but I just love this idea of all flavors going in, nothing gets out. You know, that you've got to work on that balance and the combination, and then if you just let it do its thing, magic.
I love the idea of not having to do that many dishes.
Exactly. Oh, you're amazing, and I think you help a lot of people.
Part.
And then we've got our fresh components to add in, I would imagine, closer towards the end.
Exactly.
But courtesy of our Stork Country Spread, it's already smelling, it's looking delicious. This is going to be creamy, it's going to be so rich and flavorful. And this is made out of leftovers, yo. Meal of the week.
Meal of the
well
week,
done, Robin,
exactly.
you're an absolute genius.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, well done.
Yes, a coffee break is needed, nice and strong. I thought I would try Graham's side of things. And then we also touch base with our nature boy, Ryle, as he heads out onto a trail to make sure that he finds his peace in just a little bit. And also, the Superman movie, yes, it is back and better. We'll get into some details on that too. I'll see you now, Expresso fam.
Creamy coffee in 3, 2, done. Jacob's 3-in-1. Wunderbar.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. With just 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, it's time to get into your final bit of news on this Friday. Now, let's start out nationally, where the South African Transport and Allied Workers Union, or SATAU, has urged road freight companies to stop hiring undocumented foreign truck drivers. Now, the union says employers favor cheaper labor over qualified local drivers, undermining wage agreements and avoiding council oversight. It calls on Labour Police and Home Affairs to intervene. SATAU argues the practice worsens unemployment and hurts South African workers. Now, the union says most companies avoiding proper hiring procedures don't want to pay minimum wages and use undocumented workers to cut the costs. In other news in the country, trade union NUMSA has signed a wage deal with Mandela Operating Company, which runs the Gautrain. Now, workers will receive a 4.25% increase across the board, with housing allowances up by 100 Rand to 1,400 Rand and night shift pay rising to 40 Rand an hour. The agreement is backdated to the 1st of July. Meanwhile, Solidarity has reached a deadlock with Fly Safair over wages and is ready to strike. It wants a 10.5% increase in year one of a 3-year deal, while the airline is offering 5.7%. The CCMA is mediating currently. In your international news making headlines, France has officially returned its final 2 military bases in Senegal, ending a 65-year presence. Now, Camp Guélé and Dakar's airbase were handed back during a ceremony attended by senior officials. France says it's, quote, reinventing partnerships, end quote, in Africa without permanent bases. Senegalese forces says a handover marks a shift toward strategic autonomy. Now, the move follows French military withdrawals from Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso as West African nations increasingly turn away from their former colonial ruler. Meanwhile, Ukraine's parliament has confirmed economist Yulia Svyridenko as prime minister, replacing Denise Shmyhal, who now oversees defense. Observers say her close ties to the U.S. signal Zelensky's aim to strengthen relationships with Washington. Svyridenko previously brokered mineral deals with the Trump administration. Now, her appointment comes amid calls to expand domestic arms production. As the war with Russia continues, the reshuffle reflects a pivot towards international diplomacy and internal defense capability. And closing up with the internet's newest obsession isn't just about music, no. It's a monster slaying with style. K-pop Demon Hunters, an animated film about the girl group Hunter X who moonlight as supernatural protectors, has stormed Netflix since its 20th of June release, racking up over 33 million views in just 2 weeks and hitting top 10 in 93 countries around the world. But the buzz doesn't end there. Songs by fictional bands Hunter X and Saja Boys have rocketed up global charts, surpassing even the likes of BTS and Blackpink. Now, with dazzling visuals, humor, and of course heartfelt themes, those chart-topping tracks with this fantasy action K-pop mashup has inspired fan art and a global outcry for a sequel. Move over, idols, the Demon Hunters have arrived. That is where we close off your news for this Friday morning on this beautiful Madiba day. Let's get into your final sporting highlights with Graham.
Let's kick off our last sports report this morning with quite a tale, actually. World number 354 ranked Jacob Skov Olesen of Denmark has stunned the field at the Royal Portrush with a composed 4-under par 67 to grab a share of the early lead at the Open Championship. Living his dream, he is now tied with England's Lee Westwood, while Nicolai Højgaard, he opened with a 69. Phil Mickelson still very much in the mix. He carded a 70, and the world number 1 Scotty Scheffler was 1 under through the 5 that he's played. Now let's get on to a massive opportunity for the junior Springboks this weekend. They've named an unchanged 23-man squad for tomorrow's Under-20 Championship final up against New Zealand in Italy. Like Ryle Norton continues to lead a very settled and consistent side throughout the tournament. Largely due to Hashim Peed and Vusi Moyo, they remain the key attacking threats, while coach Kevin Foote sticks with a 6-2 split on the bench for the very big Southern Hemisphere showdown tomorrow. Good luck, lads. Now let's get on to cycling, and what a test of talent and character yesterday for Tadej Pogacar. He reclaimed the yellow jersey with a commanding solo victory on stage 12 of the Tour de France, conquering the famed Hautacam climb over 2 minutes clear of Jonas Vingegaard now. So Ben Healy, who had the yellow jersey, crashed earlier in the day, sadly, and then ultimately faded badly, dropping out of that top 10. Pogacar now leading 3 minutes 31 seconds, in fact, ahead of the latest, and that's going into today's time trial. So I think more excitement on the way. Now, sadly, not the best news on the cricketing front. South Africa's under-19 men suffered a 130-run defeat at the hands of Bangladesh in their first youth one-day international in Benoni. Captain Mohamed Bulbulia was on form. He led the way with a gutsy 72 of just 79 balls, scoring nearly half of South Africa's total of 155 all-out. JJ Passon impressing most with the ball, taking 4 for 47 as Bangladesh posted that winning total of 285 for 6. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Good luck to the Boks as they take on Georgia in Nelspruit tomorrow. If you're lucky enough to get down there, enjoy it. Let's turn it into a fortress. But right now, let's focus on the roads outside. Hopefully not too many incidents to report on.
Thanks, Graham. Let's get into your traffic for the final time. Out in the mother city in Bellville, there is a stationary bus on the N1 inbound, and that's at the ramp towards Durban Road. Now, delays are being experienced as a result of a left lane closure, so do allow for added travel time if you are making use of the affected road. And of course, wherever you are headed, plan your route accordingly on this Friday. That's where we leave your roads for today. Let's get into your final weather. In your weather news this morning, a yellow level 2 warning has been issued, and that's for damaging waves from Alexander Bay to East London, posing a risk to small boats. Now, cold conditions are expected over the northeastern parts of the Eastern Cape. The Weather Service has also warned KwaZulu-Natal residents to brace for a cold front and heavy rain tomorrow, which could be particularly disruptive in the Zululand District municipality and the surrounding areas. Now, no rain is expected in the province on Sunday, but it will remain bitterly cold. Speaking about KZN, we did touch down with 2 spots out in Durban, and then somebody from Clovelly said, you know what, I see you and I'm going to raise you one up. The mother city is being represented in the best way by Stanton over here, and wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous view. Haven't seen one like this in the longest time. Stanton, well done for definitely making sure that the whole of Cape Town is represented in the most gorgeous, gorgeous way. A lovely reminder to hit the water if you would like to this weekend, as I remind you once again to take this number down, 0630369649. Next week we still have the entire one to get through, so make sure you snap some pictures this weekend to let us see. But now let's get into your final temperatures for this Friday.
Looking beautiful outdoors. It could always get better, though. It's big today. The Powerball jackpot estimated at 77 million rand. Please don't miss out or get left behind. Go and play now. You can get your tickets in store, obviously, when they open, but you can play right now. nationallottery.co.za. You can go and get your tickets. Get onto their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can just dial *120 *7529# and get the USSD sent straight to your phone. And we've kept all those deets on the Expresso social, so you can check them out. And then push or play your Powerball for 77 million rand today. Oh,
I would like some millions.
Come on, go and get it.
Am I
girl.
allowed? Thank
Go
you.
and get
Let
it,
me go
girl.
ahead. Before I get there, though, and grab what the future looks like, let's talk about the Superman movie. Earlier this week, we had Zoe Human sit on the couch, and she told us all about the latest DC release. And now it's all about guessing the Superman character. We guessed our coffee character. Let's see which Superman we will be. And then also, Ryle turns a chaotic day into a peaceful one as he heads on out, as our nature boy does best. So we'll get into that too, straight after this.
Zen. I like that.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a bird.
I don't know.
It's a plane.
I don't know.
Oh, or maybe it's just us putting our superhero knowledge to the ultimate test. I hope that I passed this with flying colors. See what I did there? The new Superman movie taking flight. We're diving into the Cape first, into a game that's faster than speeding bullets and definitely full of twists.
Okay, it's going to be interesting. I know you're nervous about this.
I'm going to
Don't
lose.
be. You've saw the movie, so you have a bit of understanding. You watched Smallville
I
when you were
love
younger.
Smallville.
We all loved Tom Welling and Kristen Creek.
One of my first crushes.
Oh, I know, big time. We love it. Okay, so how this game is going to work, we're going to play a few one-liners from the Superman movie, okay, and then we're going to need to match it to the correct character and decide whether that character is a hero, villain, or wild card. Because there often are some that are duplicitous.
The dog,
okay. So first to use our own unique sound and answer wins. Okay, what's your own unique sound? Oh, that's a better sound than I can come up with.
What were you going to do?
I don't know. Now,
Oh, that's
okay,
more
that's
like Star Trek.
okay, but it's fine. It's laser vision. Okay,
Oh,
it's
that's
laser
what it
eyes.
was.
Okay,
Thought it
so
was a saber.
maybe let's hear something a bit better. Let's hear our first little taste tester here and see if we can figure this out.
All right.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions, I stopped a war.
Or did you?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's definitely the journalist.
Okay, do you know who the journalist is?
I think it is Lewis Lane.
Lewis Lane. Okay.
Louis Lane?
Louis
Lane.
is the brother of Lois Lane.
Lois
okay,
Lane.
and you don't often hear a lot about him because he just gives her space to shine.
Oh,
okay.
man.
I'm going to go with Lois Lane. Definitely. Our choices were Lana Lang, Lois Lane, Martha Kent. Let's see who was right. Dun, dun, dun. And there she is.
Nice. It's one of the first scenes in the movie. I do remember that.
Very cool. But I mean, who does that? Come on.
What?
You know, give
Get it wrong. Get the
Superman
wrong
the
answer.
third degree. Come on.
Lois
Chill out.
Lane.
Let's take a little look so you know exactly what we're talking about.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions, I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, here's another one.
Or he started
Not a
one.
man, he's an it. But if it's a he and it's not a man, okay, let's see.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
Okay, so the options are Lex Luthor,
Okay,
Guy Gardner, or Perry White.
you're just making up names now. I'm gonna go with Lex Luthor.
It's got to be Lex, man, but let's see if we are on the money.
Yes!
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it.
Oh,
Very cool.
do him dirty like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough.
Superman
Okay.
is like the most human in this movie ever.
I love that about it. Do you know what it was like? It was like if you could have gone to the 12-year-old version of me and asked him, like, what kind of movie would you make if you could make Superman?
This is it?
That's it. It's
Oh, you
great,
enjoyed it.
man.
Nice.
Absolutely love that. All right, let's get our next little sound bite in.
Take me home. Home.
Oh, his crypto's
I'm
in the
gonna go
background.
with the dog.
Okay, well, the dog can't talk. Okay, we'll go with the dog anyway, because I think I might be winning this. Okay, so our choices are Mr. Terrific, Superman himself, or Thor.
I mean, come on.
Obvious. Let's take a look. It's got to be the man himself. And Crypto.
Home.
He's so cute.
The scene that ensues after that is like a scene stealer. It's best of the movie. Absolutely love Crypto in this.
Okay, let's get our next one. 3 options here too, but let's have a listen to the sound first.
Okay.
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Meet 12. She's new.
Oh, I remember it was like
okay.
that robot thing.
Yeah, well, maybe therein lies the answer. Give us our choices.
Okay,
here.
so option 1, robot number 4. Option 2, Metamorpho. Or option C, Batman.
Is robot
I'm
number
going with the robot,
4.
yeah.
Come on, it's got to be the wonderful robot number 4 who undersells himself. Let's meet him.
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Meet 12. She's new.
She's new.
Each 12. She's new. I love that.
Very
well
good.
done.
I think we're doing pretty good so far.
No, you're doing brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly. And hopefully you're getting a little taste of how cute and cool and awesome this movie is. This is going to make it even more so. Let's see if we can tell who this is.
Stop.
So can I go with the dog or not?
It's one or the other. It's one or the other. All right, so your options are Flash, Bingo, or Crypto.
In South Africa, it would be sporty, but this one for sure is Crypto. Oh.
Star of the show.
Why do dogs do that?
I was just seeing what that scene could have looked like if it wasn't Superman the dog was playing with. It could have got intense there for a second. It, of course, was Crypto. And for me, Crypto, I can't wait to watch this film with my kids because of crypto.
They're going to love
It's
it.
just amazing. But the movie, I loved it. Did you enjoy it?
I didn't at first.
I didn't.
And then I really loved the dog that was my favorite. I was tired, mind you, so I gave it like 4 out of 10. But I think I'm going to watch it again after I had a deep conversation with Zoe Human.
I was going to, because I think Zoe quite liked it.
She did.
She got the vibe.
And
but
she refused my 4. She was like, no ways, we watch it again.
No, I think for James Gunn, you've got to kind of, it's not going to be the superhero movie that we've seen in the past.
Maybe that's what it
and
was.
I think that's maybe it's a departure of, but I loved it. And whether you yourselves got them all right or crashed harder than a Kryptonian meteor or Superman himself, one thing is for sure, this movie is awesome. It's packed with some new faces, some epic showdowns. The action is solid. And we absolutely love the fact that this is shaking up the DC universe because maybe it needed a little bit of that.
It did. It's the return of DC like you've never seen it before, now in cinemas. So go catch it faster than you can say, up, and away.
All right, so let's get into our own little Superman. Well, we call him Nature Boy, but he's actually a man. After the early call times, the insane studio hustle, Ryle finds his calm where the noise fades away, out on the trail.
Of course he does. That's where his mind clears, his breath steadies, and the day finds its rhythm. Whether it's time to refuel, the NutriBullet Flip, our favorite, is what flips his day from fast-paced to fully present. It's a quick blend, an easy sip, and he's back in the step with himself. So let's have a look and go on a trip with Nature Boy.
Oh, that is nature.
What's happening, beautiful people? Now, after a very intense morning of work, it's done. And finally, there's a little bit of sunshine after all this rain that we've been having in winter. And I cannot wait to go make the most of it. So Nature Boy does what he does best. He's going outside to Mother Nature. But I don't have a lot of time to prep a meal. But that doesn't matter because I got the all-new NutriBullet Flip out here, which means I can pack in something nutritious and delicious. And just wait till you see what goes into this one. Starting with our water. And we're not just doing any water, we got coconut water, because we fancy like that. A little bit of honey for sweetness, and then a few of the dry ingredients, which I absolutely love. We've got chia seeds, we've got oats, blueberries, banana, and some peanut butter. Now, once our ingredients are all sorted, all you got to do is pop your NutriBullet mix on, flip it, and mix away. Wait a couple seconds, and literally it will automatically shut off, and then we are ready for adventure. Simple as that. I don't know how intense this adventure is actually going to be, but that doesn't matter. I can still get the correct amount of macros in by just storing my protein in the blade cover, and I can add exactly how much I need later. Perfecto. Now, let's be honest, you've seen the work I do. Things can get pretty intense on the show, but not just stopping there, the entire day, we can get caught up in the chaos. And that's why I think it's so important for us to find a moment where we can escape that chaos, get out into the woods, get out into nature, and find a moment where you can reach that zen. It's always important to not just keep going, but find some balance in life and hopefully take advantage of the solace that you find. I think being outdoors definitely positively impacts my approach to health and wellness. I mean, before you think it's just about maybe eating healthy or doing something that gives you zen. But if you're outdoors, you realize that that moment is everywhere. You just have to be present. Cutie, as you are, yes. That's still fresh, like I just made it. I think that's definitely thanks to the insulation of this container, which keeps things cool and pretty much tasting like I made it about a few seconds ago. Now, this hike took a little bit longer than I expected. I've got to be honest, I think I got caught up in the allure and the beauty of it. And I need a bit of extra protein, but don't forget, I've already packed that into my blade cover. And I'm gonna do exactly that. And I think this will allow me to make sure that this recipe is the perfect fuel for the occasion. It's just another click of the button and blend away. Bon appetit, we're done. I can definitely get used to this. After taking the NutriBullet Flip for its first session out on this walk, I am absolutely impressed. And now I've got even more crazy ideas of how cool this could be if I took this out to a mountain, invited some friends, and you know I love to make pancakes with a view. So imagine getting my friends to bring the ingredients. We all put this together and create the most incredible and spectacular pancake that you can imagine. Yeah, I know you want to be a part of that. We all put a little bit too much pressure on ourselves. We all want to be more, do more, and perform more. But why not just be still? Get outside, walk in the woods, refuel, and create a magic memory. And I think the NutriBullet Flip allows me to capitalize on beautiful moments like this. Question is, why aren't you?
Flip it, blend it, sip it.
I like the way you did that, Gray.
Yeah,
Flip it,
I
blend
did it much
sip
cooler off air. Okay, I actually sounded like a rapper.
He's a cool
when I
dad,
did it.
okay?
No, we could all be a little bit cooler. Why? Because we have the chance to win a NutriBullet Flip of our very own, valued at 3,299 Rand. All you got to do, reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this. What's your favorite feature of the NutriBullet Flip? You're not allowed to say Ryle, but we want to know why. And don't forget to hashtag that NutriBullet Flip so we know that it qualifies.
Yes, please. This competition closes very soon, 23rd of July. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And as you go over and do that and get to entering, I am going to bring you something very special. BandaBanda is still in the building, and we have to put him under the fire. Quickfire questions are coming his way real soon.
And he is a very interesting human being. I have a feeling this is going to be a goodie. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. BandaBanda is still in the building, and we've got to get into some quickfire questions with the man, the myth, the legend. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Don't think about it too much. Okay. That's the #1 rule. Okay. First thing that comes out your mind when I say morning or midnight studio session?
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Interesting. So is your voice ready in the morning? You're ready to go?
Because there's more silence in the morning, and my mind is clearer.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
So are you a morning person?
Yes.
Are you a coffee person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That wasn't the question, though. Are you an espresso person?
No.
Are you a cappuccino?
Yes.
Okay, we'll forgive you for that one. One album you'll never get tired of?
Beyond Bobby McFerrin.
Wow, what about it do you love so much?
Just the soundscape of the music, and also just how it's not regional. It's like it's got many elements.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's enough. You didn't even have to qualify it. It's your favorite, and that's all that matters. Vinyl, digital, or cassette? We can get old school.
Vinyl, digital that we can get. You mean like...
In how you consume music, vinyl, digital,
I
cassette?
think right now vinyls are
Vinyl's your way?
Yeah, vinyls are definitely my way.
Nice. Yeah. Is there any vinyl that you always reach for? Do you have a collection?
There's a vinyl by Mamle Tambulu.
Wow.
Yes, I
That
really
you
love it. Yeah.
There's just something about the sound of vinyl. It's just like, it's like authentic, it's real.
It's authentic, and it is real.
It is real, exactly.
And also there's an element of it's breaking. So you need to really take care of it and just handle it
Not just
with
with
care.
with some TLC.
Yes.
First instrument that you ever fell in love with?
This was the piano.
Wow.
I played the piano first.
Yeah.
So that's the first instrument I really fell in love with.
And what's your favorite instrument to play?
Now it's the bass.
Yeah. There's something sexy about the bass, just doom, 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 doom. It's so good.
There's less to do, but there's more impact. It's
Impact, I like
you don't
that
have to
you
say a
said
lot.
that. Yes.
But there's just something that you can, like...
Feel it.
Yeah, there's a feeling and there's low, and it's just, you know...
Yeah, it's
You're handling everything.
Yes. Dream collaboration, dead or even alive right now?
Dream. So it means I have to talk about someone that I haven't worked with.
If you have worked with him, that's
so
also
the dream
great.
collaborator that I've worked with is Fatua Mata
Wow.
Diawara on this album, a Malian singer who's like one of the most celebrated African artists right now.
Sure.
From the same land as Salif Keita. And working with Zoe has always been a dream, and it's still a dream.
It's still a dream. Every time you step on a stage
Zoe
together.
Modiga is just incredible as an artist. So many layers into her
Absolutely.
artwork.
And she just keeps getting better.
Better and better and better.
Which I assume as two musicians, two artists, you kind of sharpen each other's tools, right?
Yes, definitely, because we've worked together for some time now, almost a decade. So I've seen the growth with myself and also herself. So like that dream of just coming up together has always been like a thing, and it's still going to be a thing.
All right, we look forward to the day you'll come back with Zoe and you guys will perform together for us. Okay, that's something that we definitely have to shake on. There you go. What's always in your bag when it comes to your gig bag? 3 items, top 3, always in your gig bag.
My bass.
Your bass.
My pedal.
Okay.
Like my gadgets and my monitors.
Ah.
I can't live without them.
Okay, I love the fact you didn't say a little water, a little sweet, a little cell phone moment.
No.
The fundamentals are there.
I need to make sure that the gig is happening.
Exactly. Money is there to be had, and of course, a performance ready to be enjoyed. What's your favorite song from your album?
I think my favorite song right now is Siapila, which is an introduction song that just expresses what the album is all about. Should you hear that song as the first song on my album, then you get to expect what is there for the album.
Yes, I get that. As you open a book, the first page that introduces you to, that's beautiful. We've made lots of food today that was absolutely delicious, including oxtail. So I'm curious what your go-to comfort food is.
I would say oxtail.
Ah, come on. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's like...
How do you enjoy it? What's on the side?
Veggies.
Veggies.
Yes,
No
and
sap,
mash.
no pap, mash.
Yes.
Ooh, oxtail and mash, are you joking? What a beautiful combination. All right, so I've got to get into your last question. I'm going to make it a good one. Okay. What is that go-to song that always lifts your mood and puts you in a better place?
A go-to song that will lift my mood. So there's a song that is played by Zoe Modiga called Utando, meaning love. It's just got that warmth, that bass line, and just elements and a voice.
No, I don't know it. Can you remind me what that sounds like?
Do 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 do, gung gung, dun gung. Gung 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 gung, I did it do.
I hope somebody's watching right now going, yeah, that did it. Oh man. Okay, so what are you preparing for us to end off our Friday?
So there's a song that I produced and I did the music. So in this album I played all the instruments, which is something different, and I also sing.
Wow.
But there's a song that I produced and I invited Mpho Sebina to be part of.
I love her.
The incredible Mpho Sebina. So that's the song I'm going to play now. On the album I've got an instrumental and I've got the one
with vocals.
With vocals. Yeah. But today, Mpho is not here, But I think I want people to hear a voice with the music.
Why
so
not?
I'll play it on the track and
gorgeous.
play the bass, and so they can hear the
And we'll be able to vibe along with
vibe
you.
with
Come
it.
on. The grooves are here.
To celebrate the Friday into the weekend.
And happy Nelson Mandela Day to you. Thank you for spending not only 67 minutes, but 3 hours with us. And we can't wait to get into that in just a bit, Expresso fam. We're going to keep you waiting just a little bit longer.
Okay, before the vibe takes control of us completely and the weekend does begin, let's take a moment. And when life's racing from one moment to the next, work deadlines, outfit changes, catch-ups that keep getting postponed, I think it's easy to lose touch with the people who matter most to us. On this very notion, Ayanda decided to dip out of the daily chaos and into a heartwarming moment with her good friend, designer Patrick Ferguson. Laughter and real conversation over a cup of coffee and, of course, some Omar rusks, the kind of connection that feeds the soul. Love it.
When life gets busy and your calendar is full of red carpet events, fashion fittings and fierce glam, it is also important to find little pockets of pause. So today I am visiting my dear friend and designer Patrick Ferguson, who is going to help me choose the perfect dress for my next big event. And of course, there's always time to dip out with Omar.
I've got 3 looks for you to look at for your event coming up.
Oh, I'm so excited. You know I love being in this space.
Yes, me too. So let's have a look at what we've got.
I'm so excited to see this. Oh, that looks absolutely fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh, as usual,
Do you want to step on the
Patrick.
plinth for me?
Yes, please.
And I'll lace you up.
Oh, thank you. Patrick, I absolutely love these crystals. It seems to be a common thread in your aesthetic. How do you come up with these amazing red carpet creations?
Oh, thank you. I mean, we all know I love a little sparkle and I love a crystal moment. My aesthetic's definitely vintage inspired, Dior, you know, new look, emphasizing the hourglass. But then a big factor part of that is the clients themselves. So obviously they'll say what they're looking for, and then we do something along those lines. And then obviously got to put my little twist on things and have to have a crystal. We love a sparkle.
What have been some of your favorite looks or highlights that you've worked with me on?
You know, I loved that first look that we ever did together, the red 2-piece. Such a standout moment, and I always get messages about it even to today. But, you know, anything with you, you're so ready to try anything. You're not like set, I definitely want this, and you're always open to suggestions, etc. You never shy away from anything, and you're just always willing to be like, yes, let's try that, let's do this, all of that.
Being so creative means that you constantly have deadlines to push. You always have a dress to make that has to be done by then. How do you give yourself a dip out moment? We're calling it a dip out moment, where you get time to sit back, collect your thoughts, relax.
My favorite dip out moment is just to grab a cup of coffee, some biscuits, and watch a new series or something.
Oh, see, that much I know about you, which is why I brought some Omar rusks with me. I was hoping we can have a little breather before we get into the next dress. I know we're always fighting for our lives to get me into these.
Oh, no, definitely, let's do it.
In between the fitting and the full face of glam, this is the moment I most look forward to. A quick dip out where I have a coffee in hand and my favorite Omar rusk. A reminder to breathe, dip, sip, and just be. Today with Patrick was particularly important for me because normally I'm running in and out to get a fitting because I'm in a rush to go somewhere. This time I made sure I had just enough time to be able to catch up with him and really have a chat before going out. Sometimes the most stylish thing you can do is press pause, even if it's just for a moment with your favorite rusk in hand.
Dip out with Omar this winter. Tasty, filling, and oh so satisfying. The ultimate winter snack.
Oh, I love that. Now it is competition time, so we can all dip out just a little bit. So how do you dip out with Omar when there's too much drama at work, but you still need to protect your peace and get the job done because it's work? Well, share your answer. Those tips, we'd love to hear them on the Expresso socials using the all-important hashtag #DipOutWithOmar. And if you do that, and it's amazing, you stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand in cash, plus an Omar Rusks hamper packed with all of your faves. So those entries close Monday, the 21st of July. Not a huge amount of time, so get on it, get dipping, get posting. And of course, you can find the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. Happy dipping.
While G-Man dips, we're going to dip right here into the kitchen in our next recipe. Now, we made oxtail. It was delicious, absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Mama Miriam. And now we're going to make umfino in just a little bit. That is some spinach and some delicious peppers added together. I'm not going to say that I'm a side chick, but I do love a side dish. And this is definitely a great way to go. And then not only that, we have to get another performance from BandaBanda, who's still in the building. That comes your way straight after this Expresso fam. So be back soon. See you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate Mandela Day, one of the most important days of the year where we are all given a platform to give back, do more. And of course, we put it to you guys. What is your favorite Mandela quote? And there are some incredible quotes, incredible letters put there by the great man for us to get this inspiration from. So let's hear from you guys firsthand. Leanne sent us through a little voice note. Let's hear what she had to say.
Happy Mandela Day to everybody. I believe everyone can make a difference in their community or wherever they are. I've decided this year, a friend and I are just going to go and clean up a park where we walk our dogs. There's a lot of glass there and rubbish, and I think it will really make a difference to the community that uses that park. So I believe it doesn't matter how big or how small, each little bit of change or service that you can do can really make a difference. I wish everyone a fantastical weekend.
Oh, I love you, Leanne. Absolutely love that. Do something small. Do something just outside your door. Just do something, act. Good morning, Mark. Gavin, lead from the back and let others believe they're in front. That is a beautiful quote, courtesy of Madiba. Namabana saying, good morning. I'm so proud of our Expresso team for embracing Mandela's legacy. Thank you. You too. My favorite quote is, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I chose something really similar, echoing that exact notion. Get back up again. Linda Tolo saying, my favorite Nelson Roli Hlatla Mandela quote I learned, courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Encourages me to never give up no matter what the obstacles I come across. That's what bravery is, getting back up again. Gillian Urin saying, good morning, right back at you. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Have an awesome weekend. So that is a really, really good one. I think days like this give us a chance, yes, to act, but also to hold up a mirror. What are you doing for those around you? How are you living in service?
A beautiful way to bring us over here. Now, earlier on, we cooked one of Nelson Mandela, Tata Madiba's favorite meals, which is all around oxtail. And right now, we have to do the perfect side dish to go along with that. And it's about umfino. We're shining a light on spinach, which means we had to bring in our very special chef, very beautiful chef today, Mama Miriam, to lead the way when it comes to spinach. And do remember that QR code on your screen right now, bottom right, flip the camera out, scan it over there, go to that link, and it will take you exactly to all of this goodness we've made today. All right, Mama, where are we beginning? Where are we starting with the spinach?
We start with our stock cubes.
The stock first.
So take the 2 stock cubes.
And is this beef or chicken stock? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can make sure that it dissolves. So after you dissolve it, you need to put your spinach in.
Okay.
So that it can give that taste.
So the spinach absorbs the flavor of the stock. Okay.
It does, yeah.
And can you use any spinach? This is baby spinach. I know you also get Swiss chard.
Yes, you can use any spinach, yes. Then as you do that, you just put it in the pot. Again, once with the love,
Let me help you
with your care. Thank you.
Sure.
Love, care, with a smile, because
you gotta do the smile.
People, when they eat your food, they need to be happy.
Agreed.
They need to say, thank you, Mommy, for what you've done for us.
And I hope you can say thank you, Mommy, for everything you've done.
I know that they are saying that.
Good.
Yeah, and you stir your spinach a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, just to keep that nice thing.
Okay, so you don't want it to cook too long either.
No, you don't want to cook it too long.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then we also have some peppers and onions. So we want to add more flavor to the dish with the other ingredients that we have as well. Lots of colors. The green is vibrant. The peppers are red.
Yes. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to put the
oil first.
First. Usually what I do, I warm my pan so that it can have that warmth. And then after that, then I can put my onion.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
You can do it all together. The magic of TV, but you know what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. But onion always give you that taste. Yeah. So
I start every dish with the onion.
Yes, onion is my favorite.
It's the best one.
I start always with the onion. Then after your onion, you can put your peppers.
Now, Mama, can we use green pepper, yellow pepper, or must it be red?
I think to break the color, it has to be red.
I agree with
because
that.
It's going to be green. It's not going to have a nice color. So this red, keep the color, and you just keep on stirring it. You stir your pot. Don't think that I'm only smiling here. At my place, I'm always smiling. When the people are coming, they just come. And Afrikaans, accept Annie.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
We do understand.
Yeah,
it's not just for TV, okay?
No,
this is
at
for
home
real.
I'm like this. Wherever I go, I'm like this in my community.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so can we go in with the spinach or must I cook a little bit more? Can I just put it in?
Please, can
okay,
do
this
that.
is actually the toughest job. Let's see if my skills will carry. Oh, look how green that is. That's beautiful. Can turn this one down a bit. And we don't want to waste stock, so you can even use this for other dishes. Hey?
You don't waste stock, we just use it
again
for the next pot.
Agreed. Okay, I think that's as much as I
think
can
I'll
get
stir
out
it
for
now.
now.
You don't have to cook it.
Perfect. And you were saying earlier, Mama, that you need to have the oxtail with something healthy. So I think this is the perfect side dish to go along with it as well.
You just stir it. You don't take more minutes, just few minutes. to keep the spinach because you want to see the spinach.
Okay.
Yeah, my oma used to say in Afrikaans, the spinach moet levendig wees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the spinach has to be there, yeah. So I
now the
think
salt and
pot-
pepper or none of that?
You know, I can get my salt and pepper, but most of the time you cook this for all people. And in your stock cube, there is salt as well.
Already.
So usually I don't use salt.
Okay.
But with my meat and some stuff, I'll put more salt.
You don't want to raise the blood pressure, you know?
No, please, and diabetic people. This has to stay healthy.
The flavors are good on its own anyway.
Once again, go and check your,
the
your
smell.
Oh, God.
That's how you can tell when it's ready.
It's almost ready.
But now
just
the
2
thing
minutes.
about the spinach, do you see the big bowl that we use?
Yes.
And then you see we only have one piece of spinach in here.
Exactly, yeah.
We could have actually used a packet. And it still would have been a little.
So with spinach, you need to take
a lot. You do.
Yeah, because
packed
we have
with
small.
zinc, packed with good things for us, and then this is how it ends up.
Yes.
I'm going to let you do that. I know it's not warm, but I'm
Can
going
you
to
see
do
the
honor.
color?
Let's go ahead and taste and let us know if it's approved. If Tata Madiba would enjoy this as well.
It's approved.
It's approved.
It is
We've
approved.
got that stamp of approval. I love to see it. Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, we got inspiration from this wonderful cookbook over here, Liswa Ndoyiya, and this is made with love, recipes and memories from Nelson Mandela's personal chef. And it's a beautiful, you know, just a tribute to our wonderful legacy, the wonderful legacy of Tata Madiba that, of course, left us a while ago, but his legacy still continues. Do you remember you can get this recipe across our screen right now? You can see the QR code, scan it on your phone, and head to the recipe tab on expressoshow.com. You can get your oxtail, you can get your spinach, and you can get all the goodness, even Mama Miriam right there on your screens right now. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, man.
Beautiful.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Oh, what I love about having BandaBanda in studio, it's like having a 12-piece ensemble just wrapped up in one beautiful human being. You will understand what I mean when you get the production value that is coming your way. A beautiful way to, yes, celebrate Madiba Day, kickstart the weekend, and hopefully round off a fantastic week for you. Stick around. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. One last time, and we have saved every second with you this morning, so here's your reward. The Powerball jackpot is sitting at 77 million rand, at least estimated for this Friday, so please don't get left behind.
You got to play right now. Buy your tickets in-store on nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. Many ways to win.
Many, many, and easy peasy. Just jump on it, and we posted all of those details on the Expresso socials, so you can go and check them out. And then Panda push a play your Powerball for an estimated 77 million rand in the jackpot today. Come on, you could be a multi-millionaire, and you could spend 67 of that million on someone else.
I love that. I'm going to nominate BandaBanda just for now, okay? Just for today,
It's a good
just for
investment.
right now. He's taken to the stage to perform his final song. I can't wait to get into some Tela Wayeka.
Tela Wayeka is a song that has Impossibina, but I'm choosing to play the one with the instrumental so that next time I come back with her to sing the song. Let's hear it.
Umthethe kodwa se umbona